Oh shit!
What happened?
No,
Hello?
the other.
The board.
Yes, we're here now, guys.
Oh, I
Welcome
don't like
Hello,
this.
everyone.
everyone.
Hello,
What I don't
hello.
like this. Why? What's with the pot? What's with the
Hang on.
big pot?
Welcome everyone to another episode of Hayop Podcast. Joining us today in this very survival oriented, in this super duper survival oriented podcast episode.
Yay!
We
Where
are
am I?
joined we are joined by the usual me and Kral, and here to join us as well. Let me just check if they're ready. Are you ready? Are you
Oh
ready,
no,
Silver?
Silver muted.
Let me check. Oh, I think he's ready.
Get me out of here!
I think he's ready, guys.
Wow.
Get me out of this tiny ass pot.
Hello, hello,
This isn't.
everyone.
This isn't the hot tub. You tricked me.
What do you mean? It's a tub and it's hot. We need to make sure to get rid of all the germs. Hang on, let me just cut some carrots.
Why?
Oh my god.
While Kral is there talking with his birds
What?
over there on the corner. He's telling the birds
What?
to gather more berries to put in the pot.
What are you cooking that requires berries?
We're cooking Silva a la parfait.
What do you mean?
You don't you don't cook a parfait.
Silva a la brûlée.
Close enough.
Look at this wonderful view we have here in the background right now. So beautiful. Anyhow, welcome everyone to the 8th episode. Yeah, we have 8 episodes now. 8th episode of Hayop Lab Podcast. This is the second episode for this year. And we have a really juicy episode today because there's a lot of like stuff that's been happening recently. And for some reason, I'm starting to think that this year, 2024, is going to be the year of survival games.
I mean,
We're the-
that already. I think that phase already kind of happened.
No.
We just
There,
started.
there's even more survival games.
More coming soon.
More
We're
coming
getting
soon.
more. I mean,
Really? Because I thought that already happened when.
No, not yet.
yeah,
We have
that's why you're in the pot. You didn't
I don't
survive.
know. Ah.
But yes. As you guys know, a lot of survival games have been like pretty much hitting the gamer sphere, the gaming sphere. We have really epic stuff like really amazing, super wonderful games like The Day Before, which is already gone. You can no longer
Oh no!
you
Yeah,
can no
no.
longer play the
It's
game.
one of the.
Yeah.
It was one of the few games where the game didn't survive, but we did.
Right. It was truly the essence of survival game. The game itself didn't survive. Holy crap.
We won. Gamers won.
I can't believe we defeated a game. We actually defeated a survival game. That was the first
I'm
time
not.
ever.
I'm not even sure what really happened there.
It was just a lot of fun.
There was a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of back.
Yeah, it was sneaky. It was
The
fishy.
usual, overhyping trailers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Like if and like and also like if apparently if you watch the trailer, there's like uh they're trying to make some parts like be spontaneous, but like the people you can tell that it's staged because the players who are like supposed to be playing they sound very staged with how they talk like oh no oh
wow.
guys look at this gun that I found or
Oh wow, this gun. Like I hate those trailers. Like ever since I saw that with Anthem, I was already like, wow, this is completely staged as fuck. Um, actually,
but at least Anthem's still out, right?
I mean,
Is it?
it's living, it's trying its best to stay alive. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This
It's on life support.
this is the trailer of. This is how the trailer of the day before looked like, right? Look at that. Look at that, how lively it is. Look at all the characters and everything. Like everything looks so super detailed.
There's more than
right?
one person.
Yeah, more than one person. The grasses are everything looks so good, and then you go to the actual gameplay, and it ended up like
It's
what
in
did
the
it
middle
call-
of the city.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're already in the middle of the city. You're not even in a suburb or anything. It was like really just like this. It's like bam. It just looks like gray. It's like
It's the Division,
it's like they shot the
but
trailer.
worse.
Yeah, it's like they shot the trailer. They shot the trailer in Cebu, and then the actual gameplay is in Manila.
Ow.
Oh my god.
But like here's like another thing. It's not it was marketed supposed to be like an open world MMO,
Right?
but then
right?
and then you know the actual game, it's not open world. It's not an MMO. It's not even a survival game actually.
Yeah, like when you think survival game, like the way they advertise it, oh, you gotta hunt for food, you gotta do this and that to survive, and all these things. And then the actual game came out, it was just literally, oh, I look for ammo, and then I fight things, etc. Like, oh, look, this funny zombie. It's literally just like it like I look at the actual game, it looks like it was just made in like 1 week.
There is no game.
There is no game, at least not anymore. Like
It's not.
the impossible even happened. Steam refunded everything.
Everyone,
Yeah.
Everyone and everything got refunded. I was like,
That's
holy
the
shit.
best part about it, yeah.
Right? It never existed. It was exactly the
It
day
was
before.
The only people who kind of lost money is the investors who like, you know, invested in the game. Yeah.
The
There's
ones who
also
go for
But who
like,
cares about
the
them?
volunteers. There's also the volunteers.
the volunteers, those who like did Kickstarter, Patreon, whatever, all those other stuff that they
yeah.
had. It was crazy. It's like, oh yeah, before I continue, I forgot to introduce everyone. So everyone here in this podcast today has played their fair share of survival games. We have like lots of like survival games that we enjoy here. We have our Zomboids Hayop Zomboids season 1 winner, Silver, cooking in the
Yay.
pot right now.
Ah. Why am I being cooked?
Yeah. It's really like a survival games for me is like one of the games that I really enjoy going back to no matter what. It just gives me like this nice high when I'm like playing, and I'm like, damn.
It can
It's
be
like-
actually
Yeah, but-
very therapeutic. Yeah.
I know, right? It's therapeutic. It's like I'm
You're
making
taking
sure,
care of yourself.
right? I'm making sure that I'm taking care of myself in game while I'm not taking care of myself outside the game. I'm wasting away IRL, yet here I am, desperately clinging to find canned beans in a survival game. Meanwhile, I haven't eaten in days. It's like that kind of situation. Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's pretty wild. Like I cannot I just cannot fathom how like
Mhm.
Does anyone actually know what the first survival crafting game, or like survival game was?
Wait.
What was the first survival game?
I want to say Minecraft, but there's probably something older than that, isn't there?
Let's fact check.
There
Oldest
is.
survival
Okay.
game. It says Tinikling. Oh wait, no.
What was
What do you
that?
mean? Wait, before we look into that, what do you
Oh,
define as survival game?
Yeah, I think all three of us have kind of like a different like interpretation of survival game. For me, survival game, for me mostly like mine is focused kind of on solo player, wherein basically you're just doing your best like as this one character to survive terrible conditions, like what, like you'd have a hunger stat, uh a stamina stat, this and that, damn, like all these, like hunger, thirst, like those kinds of stats. And then you're like trying to look around for like I think most of my experience with survival games have mostly been post-apocalyptic kind of like games.
Mm, yeah.
I
So
would like to like point out something about the oldest survival game that we know.
Which is
There is this small game called Stranded that was made in 2003.
Stranded. Is that the one where
It's
he like drew a face on like a volleyball, and then that was like his friend or something?
that's
I mean,
that's a movie, or
you're technically you're technically spawned in an island and you're just left there to survive. Like here, it's actually a free game. You can actually download it.
played Sons of
What's it
Forest.
called?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Stranded. It's very
Stranded.
old. Like it
The
it shows.
video
It
game.
literally shows.
free to
Hold on.
download.
Yeah, it's free to download.
It says
Oh.
2003,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but there's actually even older ones though.
Sure, let it out. Which game?
So,
Technically, okay, you first.
alright, let me show you. You guys know what MS DOS is, right?
Wow.
I think I know the game you're about to say. What
Do you
good?
guys
Really?
do you guys know MS DOS?
I mean, I know MS DOS, but
All right,
what game
let me show you the game that I played in my youth.
Your youth.
in my youth when I was a wee lad who had a floppy disk, and dreams. Let me show you the game called Unreal World.
Oh, okay, that's not the game I was thinking of.
that is top down, huh?
Oh, we're talking MS DOS. What does MS DOS mean again? Microsoft.
Microsoft.
So basically the use of Microsoft's command line.
What does DOS mean?
The operating system. I don't know. I don't know the D's operating system.
These.
So basically, this
Operator
one, Unreal World. I believe this was all the way back in 1992. Yeah,
Whoa.
How old
I-
were you born?
I was only 2 years old. I was 2 years old this time, and we didn't have a computer yet. I only got a computer when I was like, when I turned like 7, and the first game I played was actually
Mhm.
StarCraft. But
Okay.
at this game, Unreal World, I ended up playing it at my school, like, when we had like games like typing tutor and everything. Somehow
Mhm.
the computer I had this really, like, had this pink floppy disk. Wait, before I continue, I need to show the world what a floppy disk is, because most of these
Floppy
kids
disk? What's that?
most of these kids here don't even know what a floppy disk is.
What's
Let me
that?
show you. You ever wondered what that save icon is on your
Oh,
fucking
it's the
screen?
you 3D printed the save icon. Nice.
Yeah, I 3D printed the save icon. So let me see if I can get a good picture of a floppy disk. All right, so okay, you know what? This is This is probably the best picture I could find of a floppy disk. So let's just live with that. All right.
Mhm.
So this is the floppy disk.
Hot pics.
And don't mind the text. Don't mind the text. So yeah, floppy disk. Like the PC that I was assigned to for typing tutor had a diskette like this, a floppy disk inside it, and it just said like the label just said game, and I was like okay, and then I ended up loading the game because we were learning about changing directories, entering folders, loading drives, and then I ended up loading this game, and
That
then
one?
yeah, I ended up loading not this particular like rehashed version, but the original one, the original version of this, where it was a whole lot more basic in design, and you can't even you can't even make out the picture of the person over there because it was like originally it was like really pixel, like think 16 bits or 32 bits at most,
Mhm.
that kind of resolution. And so yeah, like while everyone was playing typing tutor, I was playing Unreal World, and I was just like I was there was a moment in time where I started screaming like the thing is that like I'm being attacked by monster or something. I was screaming like, oh no, I need wood. And then yeah, I remember you had like basic stats and stuff on these, and it was
Mhm.
mostly like I remember you were like the thing that was weird about Unreal World back then was like basically you kind of played like this guy who got stranded, and then you look for these bikini hot babes
What the fuck?
What?
who were also on the island. So yeah, let's. I mean that was that. And then yeah, this is the oldest. This is the oldest one I know.
Oh.
So yeah, it had the concept because like you also had like you had like the way things work here. We didn't have real time, right? We didn't have real time.
Yeah.
Like
Not
we didn't
yet,
have
right?
real time. Yeah, we didn't have real time stamina. We didn't have real time. We didn't have real time hunger and stuff. So basically, every time you moved, that's when your stamina goes down. Every time you
Ah.
then after like every 4 steps, your hunger would go down. This and that, and then like as you skip through days more and more, like your rations go down as well, and you just had to make sure that you had enough food all the time, and even had like basic like, oh, your attack's only 3 and you're trying to attack this crab who has 5 attack. Oh, you're dead.
A crab.
Yeah, like literally you can get like killed by a crab just because you're level 1.
Ouch.
That's like
Well, to be
so
fair,
standard
like
RPG stuff.
Yeah, that was
if your
kind of like
fingers
that.
get crushed, you're kind of fucked though.
I mean, yeah, you just bleed out. Wait, can crabs actually cut your fingers?
More like crush him though.
So they can't cut it, like they can't like slice it, right?
Yeah.
No, but they can like crush it with their claws.
Yeah, they can
That-
crush
that's-
it, but
That I think that's worse.
That does sound
Yeah.
painful. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever like cooked live crab?
No.
I'm allergic to crabs, so
I find
Oh, rip.
I find cooking crabs funny because it's always like a funny event happening. Because I remember as a kid, my grandma tried to cook a crab, and then the crab just wrestled the knife from her, and so the crab was like holding a knife and was like walking around the fucking kitchen counter, and it was just like we were like everyone's just screaming, and me as a kid was just laughing.
okay.
And then I think the thing that happened was like my dad came in and then he just bashed the crab with the radio.
Why the fuck a radio?
It was the closest thing he could find.
Could have just
It's that long radio. It's like those long big ones that can have like 2 cassette players.
Yeah, I know.
Those kind of like
I-
boombox
oh,
looking
yeah, yeah.
ones.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like it was,
radios were bigger back then. I just remembered.
yeah, it was long enough to like reach the crab without the crab who was swinging a knife reaching his hand. So it was really funny. But anyhow, yeah, that I think this is the oldest one I know. I feel like there might have been older ones, but
There probably are, but it's more of
technically,
what you know.
yeah.
yeah, but like looking it up, apparently, technically, one of the oldest survival games was the Oregon Trail.
Oh my god, I forgot about Oregon Trail. How the fuck did
Technically,
I
yeah.
forget about Oregon Trail? That's an Atari game. Do you know
Yeah,
about? Do you know Oregon Trail, Kral?
Yeah, I know Oregon Trail.
you're like I
Right.
think you're like a family, and then you're like traveling
Yeah.
across the United States. Ye old,
Yeah.
and then like you had to make sure no one dies of dysentery.
Yeah.
One of the things
Forget
one of the things I remember with Oregon Trail was like this part where you like throw your son, like you just
Over
abandon
the
your son.
river.
Yeah, abandon your son. Feed your son to the coyotes so you guys can escape. That's one thing I remember about it. That's the one thing I remember about Oregon
mean,
Trail. And someone was
life,
playing it, and then you could like
life is harsh.
right.
Life is harsh, yeah.
It's either it's either the entire family survive. I mean, it's either we throw the kid out or we all die. Use him as bait. What was the first survival game that you guys played? I'm curious.
Mm.
I
Alright,
mean,
Okay, but first, how do you define it first?
oh yeah, we were talking about defining doi. I kind of like
You how do you define it, Crow?
yeah. Your turn. After my long tangent.
I mean, there's a lot of like types of survival games, right? But the usual consensus would be like if you neglect in any of the stats, you're actively punished for it. So I mean, we can include Minecraft just after they introduced the hunger system. Then we have stuff like Valheim also like shortens your HP bar in a way. So what else? There's also survival simulation game. There's also Don't Starve, by the way. So there's active hunger systems. There's also stuff
Insanity. Yeah.
Insanity, yes. Uh there's a lot of types, yeah. And again, there's the survival simulation ones like oxygen not included, mind over magic. That if you neglect feeding any single person or sometimes it just snowballs downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hmm. So you have your casual hunger systems. There's the brutal ones. There's green hell. Green hell in particular is the most harsh as I've seen. But there may be more, but who knows? Green hell basically like you're stuck in the Amazon jungle. You don't even know which plants can actively help you or actively kill you.
So that's your
uh
definition, basically. If as long as there's any stat that
I would just define it into like it really depends on if it actively punishes you or not.
no,
So some people say Terraria can be a survival game because you're trying to survive, right? But you're not actively being punished for it. And Shrouded as well.
wait,
As
does
much as
Terraria
people
have
try,
a hunger thing? I can't
there's
remember if
none.
there. Okay,
There's
there's
none.
none.
And Shrouded, like it gives you a very hefty helpful, but you're not actively punished for not eating. It's just that you're very underpowered if you did not. But it's still like it's built on trying being a survival because you're also trying to survive a harsh environment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just
okay.
like before that before I continue about you, Silver. What is your
Ooh,
definition of a survival game?
I guess mm, it's in the name, right?
Yeah.
Your main goal in the game would be surviving in a harsh world. Uh,
So
other
high
yeah,
school is a
I mean
survival
it
game.
is. Yeah, like unless you were super popular or super rich, you're gonna have to survive that. But
Why are we like
I mean, like, if we want to like get technical, life itself
like
is one of the it's one of is the one survival game we are all participating in, whether we like it or not.
And we are
But but
losing. We are losing badly.
you get old, you get old.
well,
Sims
yeah,
is
yeah, like
survival.
Wait,
others
Sims
is.
and survival. Oh my god. Yeah, that
Oh
is
I
true. I
god.
just
mean,
realized. I just realized Sim counts as
Sims
survival.
Uh,
Yes.
mm, uh, uh, mm. Uh, uh, no. Yeah, yeah, like, but I think that kind of simplifies it too much because technically speaking, you you want to survive in any game that you're in. That doesn't make it
That is
immediately
true.
right. If you're dead, you lose the game, but that doesn't mean Uh, so it goes more than that. Where in addition to like your goal in the game is to survive in a world where everything is kind of trying to kill you. Uh, and in the end of it all, like usually, though not always, there's no big plot you're following, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
big. The goal in the end is to just survive. Because in The Sims, when you think about it, you're like there's things like I don't know if you guys play that, but there's
Yeah.
things like aspiration goals, things to work towards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in another game, like that. So yeah, there's a goal besides surviving. Surviving is like the bare minimum because there's another thing on top of that you're trying to achieve, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think one of the harder like thresholds when it comes to survival game is the whole environment or situation, which is basically like what people mostly call survival games are usually desperate situations, right?
Mm,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Right? Like
like
for example, zombie, yeah,
post-apocalyptic, yeah, scenarios.
post-apocalyptic war scenario, like lost in an
Mm-hmm.
island scenario, stranded in an island scenario, um prom date is coming, prom is
From
happening,
Oh my god, don't
you, ha-
remind me.
you, you have to survive prom. It's just like a lot of like I like the whole concept because someone brought up Sims, it just made me think, why is there no survival game where you're trying to survive high school? You're just trying to survive high school, keep your
isn't
grade,
that like
keep your grades up. It's still The Sims. It's just The
yeah,
Sims. It's
it's
just
But no,
just
no, no, no. Like
um,
that is a game that I've been looking for to be honest.
but
really like really.
like, like not necessarily like. I think
Oh,
at that point it's no longer a survival game. They would call it simulation.
it's still
The simulation
yeah,
genre.
life sims, but it's still very grounded on trying to survive in a way, survive
so
in comfort.
so.
But you're in high school. Like that, there's no desperate situation in there. Like
What do you
you're
mean?
not
That
you're not
desperate
No,
you're
situation.
not
My parents will kick me out will
Yeah,
take away my
bullying.
car if
Bully,
I.
yeah.
But then
They'll
like
take away
there's
my
no hunger
car.
system.
They'll take away my PC if I don't pass the if I don't pass math. If I don't get a 90 in math.
Okay, but like, you don't need those things. Technically, it would
Oh,
suck a
God.
lot. Don't get me wrong. It would suck a lot if they took away those things. But like, if they do, right?
You'd still survive.
You're fine unless they're doing something like you can't eat if you don't pass your exams. Then
Yeah, I suddenly
You
realized.
underestimate the Asian
Yeah.
parents, though.
No, I suddenly realized.
that's dark.
I suddenly realized we can indeed make a survival game that is on a modern take. It's called modern. Like we can name it Modern Life, where basically because like the plot line is you got kicked out by your family and now you live by yourself. First thing you do, pick up your clothes and look for a new place to stay. You look for a place. You're looking for a place. You're knocking at every door. You're knocking at Samantha's door. Samantha, can you let me in? Your relationship meter with Samantha's too low. They say no. Like you have to look for it. You find a shack, but then the homeless people throw you out because they're like, you're not welcome here. You're not home. Like you're not homeless enough, or something like. And then you have to make it day by day. You have to look for scraps. You have to look for food. You have to look for a part-time job. Like, can you imagine?
You know what? You know
I
what's
would not. I
painful?
want to play that game.
There is a game like that.
What
What's
is
it
it?
called?
What is it
Hobo
called?
Tough Life.
Hobo
What?
Top Life.
Hobo Tough Life. Yeah.
I'm looking for it. Hobo Tough Life. I'm looking at it. Holy shit! It's a survival game. It's real. It's real. It's real. I want to play it. I want to play it now.
9 out of 10. Wow, that's actually
Yeah,
Holy
there's a lot
shit,
of
it's
reviews
real.
for this game. It is real.
Holy
I
shit!
may add this. Let me put this on my wish list.
I'm putting it on my wish list as well. I'm putting this on my wish list. This is pretty great. I'm finding out about yes.
Okay. What was your first survival game, Crow?
Yeah.
Since Thor answered first.
I'm not sure if like Sims or Minecraft actually
I
applies.
think Minecraft counts.
Minecraft counts definitely. The reason why for me Sims doesn't count as much because
Unless you're playing Castaway, then that one counts. But that's
Yeah.
specific.
no,
I mean, I played Terraria. I played Stranded. I played Minecraft.
yeah, I guess
Hmm?
Stranded and Minecraft is the one that kind of fits like the typical, like the most typical kind of like thought of survival game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because whenever I think of Sims, it's just like it's technically not survival because you could just like fucking like the oven just prints out any food for some reason. I mean that like you open the fridge and there's a magical cookie that appears out of nowhere. What else?
Uh,
Is that
Wait, hold on.
would you say that Minecraft is your first?
Hmm?
Minecraft is your like
The
no,
oldest
Stranded is your
ga-
first.
Yeah.
okay. Right.
No. I played Minecraft first before I found out Stranded.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
so
first
yeah.
one. The first one you played.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
So it's
one,
definitely
yeah.
Minecraft then. Minecraft.
Yeah, definitely Minecraft.
What about you? What about you, Silver? What was the first survival
All right.
game?
This might throw some of you guys on a loop. My first survival game, technically,
It's Doki Doki.
was no. I've not played that. I already know what happened, so there's no point.
Damn it!
That's technically is the Sims 2 Castaway. Have you guys heard about that one?
that is very very survival
specific.
game.
Yeah.
That is very
Yes.
survival game.
I played that one first before Minecraft
have-
was even a thing.
Oh my
You guys
god!
don't know real struggle.
Oh
To
my
be fair, though, like
god!
I can also count the Sims on my survival game list technically.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
like,
Castaway.
There's
was
a difference,
definitely-
okay? Sims Castaway. You're on an island trying to survive, actually trying to survive, and then with the usual Sims weirdness attached to it. Oh my god, that game was wild.
Is that game still here? No, sadly it's not. You can't get
You can
it.
get it.
Probably in the EA store. Probably.
Oh
there.
no, sadly, this one is it's a console game.
Console
a console
exclusive.
Sims game.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a
okay.
console
So-
exclusive.
You can still play it. Just
Yeah.
Our-
Seven Seas. Okay.
fitting because you're also on an island
Yeah.
in that game. But yeah, and that game was wild. And that was my first experience with the survival game type genre.
Oh.
It is
Like-
just like it's what's the term that I'm trying to think of? Like it's been kind of burned into my memory on how it goes.
The
Secret?
only thing that's burned into my memory when it comes to The Sims is Bella Goth.
Oh my god.
I can never escape Bella,
Bella
Goth.
Goth.
Bella
You-
Goth.
You just
The
don't
mystery.
understand her plight.
What do you mean? Her plight? There's so much of her. There's so many stories about her.
There-
What's the reality?
Yeah, like
What is this
People don't know-
multiverse?
people don't know this, but The Sims has a very deep lore that The
That's
Sims
why
4
it confuses me.
No, like it's not that confusing. Okay, the only reason why it's confusing is in the fourth game, EA said, okay, this game takes place in an alternate universe. Everything that happened before doesn't matter. Sims 4 alternate universe. That's it.
That's what they say, but then they bring back Bella Goth.
But yeah, it's because it's an alternate universe. Like all the stuff that happened before didn't happen in this new universe that they've created.
I sus. She's still wearing the same red dress. Fuck Bella Goth.
Yeah,
You can't
it's
buy
weird.
The Sims 2.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, no.
for me, Bella Goth is like a fucking the same thing as Mariah Carey, some sort of like creature that exists to
SCP.
torment my. Yeah, they're an SCP.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like, how did you like guys feel when you first like played like your first survival game? Like, did you guys like do your best to try to like get as far as possible, like get a cozy life or something like that?
What do you mean cozy?
Like,
Well,
as much as possible. Like, you're like already have lots of resources, lots of like this and that. So that you don't end up
Oh,
like
right.
the day
I
before.
forgot the other survival game. Spore.
Spore?
Spores
Spore.
survival game? I mean, technically, some aspects of it.
Elaborate.
Like
Elaborate.
from
Yeah, elaborate.
from you're still a protozoa until like you're trying to survive and not get eaten or belong in the bottom of the food chain. That's the gist of it. Until like then it suddenly turns into like what was that game? What is that strategy game again? That like you can end up with a futuristic civilization alongside a cave prehistoric age.
Age of Empire?
Yeah, Age of Empires. Yes.
Why am I turning red? Oh no. I'm being cooked now. Ah.
Why? Hello, everyone.
We're giving him a nice bath because he's stinky.
Ah. The boy, it'll be my last bath. Ah.
We're getting rid of all the germs so we don't get infected. This is just like the
Ah.
rules of this camp. We gotta clean you up
Wha-
first.
Okay, again, I posted my question to chat. If what survival game they're familiar with.
Yeah,
or
what
if they-
survival games are you
Oh,
familiar
yeah.
with, chat? Yeah.
Yeah, like on how we play that. I can't remember because even though that was my first, I was like how old when I first played Sim
Spore?
2 Castaway.
No, no, Castaway. He said.
Okay.
At how we played it. But I think like the very first survival game that I kind of, kind of went all in with would have to be Project Zomboid.
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Project Zomboid.
uh,
Oh man,
on a slight
Zomboid.
yeah,
Yeah,
slight tangent. Like the first time I saw the game, it was
you were like,
random YouTube shorts, and like the impression they were giving, like when I was watching like those shorts, I was like, oh, this game looks it looked goofy in a way because
it looks like the Sim. It
it's like
looks like
yeah,
the
it looked like
Sims one.
yeah, it looked like The Sims. So at the time, before even getting the game, I thought, oh, it's a wacky, fun, definitely,
The thing with Zomboid, honestly though, the thing with Zomboid is that like it looks like from like if you're someone who's looking from outside and like just looking at the gameplay, like you
Yeah, it
think
looks
it's
like The Sims.
it looks like The Sims, and then you think it's like just a simple kind of game. But the moment you get into it, oh, temperature, this part of my body got scratched. Oh, I need a bandage.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I need to eat. I can't open this can. I can't open this without a can opener.
I need a can opener. Oh god. Oh,
It's-
I have too much. I have too much stuff. I can't run. Oh no, the zombies are coming.
I hear
Ah!
zombies. That is true, actually. TMGC. Apparently,
Wait, it
the
was?
devs.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's not.
No.
I
It
know it's
is.
not. No. The idea is they made the
Wait.
Kickstarter as actually a survival game.
No, before the
it's not
Kickstarter.
No.
It's
No,
not
I'm sorry.
even The Sims.
I'm
Yeah.
getting it wrong. No. The devs didn't make it as a Sims mod. The devs originally were like
Sims
really
modders.
big.
Yeah, they were
Sims
Sims
modders. Sims
modders.
1
Yeah.
modders. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
it's
yeah.
yeah. And that's why
The
it
thing
looks like
is,
that.
like the game didn't even start with that model. Like everything
look-
was pic-
Everyone was
it
2D.
originally was
More
2D
pixelated,
pixel
yeah.
art. Like if you can like get a
Let me look for
photo
one.
of
Very,
the
very,
bed. Yeah,
very,
they're
very
very old. But it was so like people really had an impression of it because the tutorial area, that's where you get
Oh, yeah.
the opening sequence of that. It was
The first
very
tutorial, yeah.
the original one, not the Kate one, I think.
Oh, here is actually one of the oldest pictures from Zomboid, and it's very like the art style's very different. It looks more cartoony. It looks more like
It started
that
toony,
one?
yeah.
what was that one hotel game? I forgot.
Hotel. Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, it looks like Habbo Hotel. Look at that. See, this was the
Yeah.
original Zomboid 2D when
They
they
look like
began.
aliens.
Right,
Yeah, they-
right.
Yeah, the Zeds look like aliens actually.
Right.
But then like there was the original tutorial also had a human NPC.
Yeah, they had
that-
NPCs in the first.
that
like,
gave you
yeah.
the first dilemma. If Blur actually knows that one.
Yeah, I know about that one. The
The
white
burglar,
yeah. It
that very emotional.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then
Surprisingly, like the lore of the game is like so surprisingly it runs deep.
yeah, but then they after the revamp they changed all of the models, so we lost the
We lost
story.
the story mode beginnings.
We lost the story mode, yeah.
But then we got a
But-
really good game
Yeah, they did promise that they'll bring it back eventually with if
with
they
the
get the
NPCs.
Coming
the
this
NPC
year.
model.
Oh,
no,
maybe.
this
Not
year is just the
NPCs,
crafting.
Build
NPCs
42 is
next
this
year.
Wait,
43
when's
is
the animal?
Animals is this year. Update
Okay,
42. Update 42. Animals is this year. Update 43. The NPCs is next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, most
yeah, like-
most game programmers started as modders.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Project Zomboid was the first game like I kind of went into.
That you
Really,
got into
really,
the
really
whole
got into.
survival
You
Yeah,
know,
like
aspect.
and
Yeah.
like cause and like to answer your earlier question, like how I played that one. Like when I first started the game, I was like I didn't care. Like I was just experimenting everything that I was doing. I didn't like I got bitten once in the game. I mean,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
like and I was like, oh no, like I'll be fine, guys. Don't worry. And like my chat is telling me, no, you're infected now.
you're
Can't you see?
dying.
You have a fever and you're feeling nauseated. But I was like, no, no, no. I'm gonna find the cure, guys. And then like they corrected me, saying there is no cure. Oh, like, but yeah, like
I
a lot of like I was basically, am I allowed to say this? Effing around and finding out. That was my way of like learning the game. I didn't read much tutorials. I didn't like watch guides. I was just
learning
learning
it,
through
learning.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's. I mean, that's the best part. That's the best thing about
And then
Zomboid.
yeah, like like and in any game, survival or not, like
Yeah,
stumbling
yeah.
upon, like mechanics and stuff like, oh, you can do this. You can do that. Oh, you can die from this. Okay. You can die from a mushroom. All right. Uh,
I'll
yeah.
actually, I'll actually tell you guys something very interesting. Not State of Decay. I mean, Zomboid is actually not the first like intense survival game that I played. Like I knew that Zomboid existed, but hear me like, but the thing was back then during the time when my PC was still one of the best before it
Mm.
got outdated, I was the kind of person who'd like, Zomboid, that looks like a cartoon game. I'm not gonna play that. That's so lame. I was like that. I was the kind of person who would like look at a game and like, that looks cartoony as fuck. Like, where's my ray tracing? Where's my no, I don't. There's no ray tracing back then.
Wow,
There's
we
not.
have.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Someone's being a graphic
Oh, you're
here.
a PC master race.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, I need it to look like I want the zombies to like really like look at me and then they puke all over my mouth or
Oh,
something like that. And then so that wasn't that's actually not the first like intense survival game I played. The very first intense survival game I played was actually State of Decay 1. It was
Oh,
so State of Decay
I played
1.
two.
Yeah. The difference between State of Decay 1 and State of Decay 2, State of Decay 2, you have multiplayer. That's it. That's one of the things. And then
That's it.
so because State of Decay 1 was very much a story. It was literally a story based game. Like full on, there is a story from start to finish. And I played this game not really knowing, because before this, the games I played were all like story action games like Devil May Cry, um Dead Rising, like those kinds of games, like very
Red Rising.
very story heavy games. Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider. How do you say that?
Tomb Raider.
Is it Tomb Raider or
It's
Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider.
All right, so Raiding Tom. So I also played Tomb Raider, and then so I played State of Decay because it was just something that was installed in an internet cafe that I was like staying at, and I played it for a bit, and then I got to this part. I got to this part where like, okay, your first three characters are actually generated by the story, and then you eventually like reach this place. One of your brother, your sister, whatever, is like wounded, so you gotta have them treated or something. And then when I got like, what happened was like, I got to that part of the story, and then I ended up switching with another character that was like in the church. It was a church area. They were all hiding in the church area, and then I got to the part of the story where I was playing as the main character of the story. I forgot his name. And then I had with me this guy, this black guy with an afro, who was basically just like, I was like, oh, cool. You have like a buddy system. You have like an ally that you can take with you while you're doing things. And I had the usual thing, you're looking for like food for the whole group and stuff, right? That's kind of like the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
thing
yeah.
about State of Decay. And then we got to this one house, like this one shack. The moment I got to this one shack, we were surrounded by a bunch of zombies, and then we had like this juggernaut guy, the big
Oh
muscular guy
no.
with the big stomach and everything. And I was screaming because I was trying to escape, but then I just saw it like as I was running, I saw the black guy NPC getting picked up, and then he was like torn in half. Like the big guy was holding like his arm and his leg, and then just like ripped him in half, and then you could see his intestines and like blood just spill down from the middle. And I was like screaming like, "Holy shit! Oh fuck! I gotta run!" Ah! And I was like screaming. I was running. I was running so hard, screaming, and then I got to the base, gave my food, gave the quest, but then suddenly one of the things that really shocked me about State of Decay was suddenly this balding man whose job was a teacher, suddenly walks up to me and he says, "Hey, where's Phil?" And then I had the choice to say to tell him what happened to Phil or not. And I told him that Phil died because I was being honest. I was like, oh fuck, okay. And then suddenly, while I was just doing crafting, like it was like a few minutes later, I was crafting some ammo. I was like tweaking my bow. Suddenly, I hear a gunshot, and I run inside the church, and then the guy shot himself. Then I looked at the details, and I saw their boyfriend. They were boyfriends, and then it said here on the list that he committed suicide because his boyfriend died. And I was just like, oh fuck,
Big
this
F.
game is more intense than I thought. And after that happened, some people started getting depressed, some people started panicking, and it just went on full chaos, and I just got game over. It was, for me, one of the most intense games I've ever played, like in terms of the survival genre. Because even when I got to the point where there were still 4 of us alive, it came to the point where I couldn't go further anymore because we were surrounded. I couldn't find any more food, so we just started starving to death. And it was just like, holy shit, like, and I think that's State of Decay 1 is actually one of the reasons why I got really hooked to survival games. And it was only after playing playing I remember I did collabs with you with you guys with State of Decay 2, right?
I've played with you, but I did
Yeah.
not stream the game because it was too.
Yeah. I was playing State of Decay 2 with you guys and all that stuff. That was already years after State of Decay 1. And like when I was already streaming. And I still thought Project Zomboid was a joke during that time.
Really?
I mean, like looking at it, like it, looks less impressive.
Yeah,
but,
that's
graphics wise, anyways. That's all. Like,
I even said like, oh, this is easy mode. That game's so easy mode compared to games like State of Decay and stuff. Then the one thing that happened that actually made me end up playing Project Zomboid? The fucking typhoon. The fucking typhoon that hit here in Cebu. And that
one.
Yeah, so no internet for 2 months. And what was the only game that was installed on my PC? The only game that was installed on my PC when the electricity came back but the internet still wasn't back was fucking Project Zomboid because Lee was playing it.
Oh.
And we played the fuck out of Project. Like, he made me go through Project Zomboid by myself first, made me try it by myself, laughed at me whenever I died. And then we started playing. Yeah, and then we started playing split screen. And throughout the entire remaining like month of like having no internet, I was just playing Project Zomboid nonstop with Lee. And I ended up
Mm.
appreciating Project Zomboid on how amazing the gameplay is, the whole gameplay loop, and how like how much potential there is in like such a complex game. It is,
Mm.
yeah, like
Yeah.
both games have their charms because Project Zomboid felt more like a self like a State of Decay is I feel dread whenever I think of the whole community that I'm managing.
Mhm.
Project
Mhm.
Zomboid, I just feel dread. A dread in general because I'm like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
that
yeah.
sound? What's that
It's like
sound?
like the way I see it as someone like I've played both games, but I've played Zomboid more because
Yeah,
it runs better. uh,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
like I think like yeah, State of Decay 2 is more like community focused. Like you're building
yeah, yeah.
community, but in Zomboid you just have to, you're just looking out for yourself mostly.
I will say State of Decay 1 had a more traumatizing feel to it. Basically because the NPCs would actually fucking shoot themselves.
Oh yeah, like actually like I have a similar story for the second game.
Yeah,
Uh in State of Decay 2, you had the choice of like you could choose like which pair of characters to start with, right?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
the pair that I picked was a lesbian couple. Uh,
yeah,
so I did a tutorial, like learn getting used to how the gameplay is, and then there's this one quest, I guess you could, or mission where uh, apparently like I was controlling one of the lesbians, and then I had an NPC partner with me, and
yeah.
then apparently like we were going out looting, and then in one of the starting locations,
Oh.
apparently another group had already looted the place, and
Yeah.
then like there was like an interaction going on. It's like we were here first.
Mm.
It's like but we need the food too. So and then the other people were like, okay, here's a bag of food. They leave it on the ground, and then like, here, take it. And then I did. My character walked over, slung the very heavy bag of food, and then just as I was about to leave, they're like, okay, they draw their weapons and then start like shooting at us because my character was carrying the food, it
Mm.
weighed me down. I couldn't run. It was a trap by the hostile NPCs, and then one of the lesbian characters that I picked ended up dying,
Mm.
sadly.
Yeah.
And then because when when your active character dies, you can switch over to the next person in your community.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I picked the other lesbian, her girlfriend. I came back to the place to where she died. So
Mhm.
and then I killed the hostile NPCs that did the trap, and then like it was very subtle. Like there's no actual cutscene or whatever, but like when
Mhm.
the girl like walks over to her partner's corpse, and like she just has a unique voice line where she says, don't worry, sweetie, I'll take good care of this," and then she takes her stuff, and it was
Yeah.
just I feel so bad. Was I
I
not more
I
was
will
I not
tell
more
you,
careful?
I will tell you, since you got to actually play State of Decay 2, I actually want you to try State of Decay 1 as well, because you will find the more psychological aspect of that to be more amazing. Because they had to tone it down for 2 just to make room for
Really?
more features. Because, for example, there were these 2 characters I remember in State of Decay 1. One of them really hates this other guy. Like
Mm.
he really hated this other guy, and like usually in State of Decay 2, when like they would like call you over and like they tell you, right, I hate this guy, we gotta get rid of him, right? That like right.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Me was like me, I was going like in State of Decay 1, I just know they hated each other. Then I had to try to mediate between the two of them because they were fighting, and then I just chose the option to calm like both of you calm the fuck down. And then I went out to
Yeah.
then I went out to do a quick run by myself. When I got back, the other guy was already dead.
Ooh.
And then the other
Jesus.
NPC would just tell me, "Oh my god, I can't believe he shot him, or something like." And then I had to like make a decision on what to do. And one of the options I had was to basically, like, it wasn't even like a selection. Like, you don't have to pick like what to do. You could just like point your gun at him and like, I get it. And he's like, I get it. I'm not welcome here anymore. And then he just runs off. Like, you can chase him off and then he runs away. And I'm like, okay, that's done. Middle of the night, while everyone's asleep, he came back throwing Molotovs at the church.
Wow.
And I was like, the fuck?
What an asshole.
And you can even recruit like people. You can recruit people who have like hidden traits, and like some of the hidden traits are like insane or serial killer or anything like that. It just gets wilder and wilder. Like,
That's nuts.
they kind of toned it down for 2, but they're bringing it back for 3, and that's why I'm excited. And the thing that scares me more in State of Decay 3 is that you can have pet dogs, pet animals, but they can also become infected.
Oh no.
So there's this very funny meme in the State of Decay community. There's a skill there. There's a skill that one of the survivors can pick up or like can spawn with, called animal trivia. It just gives you lots of trivia about animals, but it's the most useless skill because it does nothing. In 1 and 2, it does nothing because what the fuck is animal trivia gonna do for us in the apocalypse? Well, now in State of Decay 3, because there's gonna be zombie animals, it's gonna be fucking useful.
But like, they're no longer they're no longer normal animals though. So
yeah, but
would
like,
it?
yeah, but stuff like
Would it-
you know that they hunted packs, so you guys could like interact. You'd have bonus against animals.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like for me, when it comes to like zombie survival crafting, like, you know, survival games, my top 2 is definitely State of Decay and Zomboid. Those are my top 2. The reason why, you guys know 7 Days to Die? Both of you guys know 7 Days to Die?
Yes, I have played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played it too.
So the reason why I don't see 7 Days to Die as one of my top games, though, let me show is because it's
Still in early
mostly,
access.
well, I mean, technically, but like a lot of games have never left early access. They will never leave early access.
Yeah.
So the one reason for me why I didn't end up like liking 7 Days to Die as much is it just felt more like like it does fit more on the survival aspect of things, but it just felt very barren to me, I guess, is how I would say
Which
it.
one?
7
Which
Days
one?
to Die.
It does look barren, yeah.
Like, I can't remember. Does this have NPCs? I can't remember.
It
Yeah,
does,
they
it
have,
does.
they have,
But
they
like, I don't
'Cause
think they roam around. I think you just find them in shops.
They're just shop. Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah. Because when I played 7 Days to Die, all I remember was that I was going around trying to find some stuff, started building a base, and then, oh look, 7 days is over. Oh, here comes the horde. Time to get fucked. And I was just like, it just like felt like the same thing over and over again, which like 7 days,
But it
7
gets
days,
harder.
7 days. Yeah,
But
it gets harder. It gets harder, and I'm like, this would be more fun if I was playing it in multiplayer and I had people to
There
play it
is,
with.
yeah. It's more fun in multiplayer, but yeah, I think that applies for all games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say, Project Zomboid and State of Decay, probably you can play those games by yourself and probably have more fun compared to 7 Days to Die, in my opinion. For me,
I'd agree. Is there any like zombie survival games that you know of or you have played, Pral?
I mean, aside
besides Zomboid in Minecraft?
Yeah, that's zombies.
Yeah, but that's already a given example. I'm not really into the zombie survival kind of thing. It's more mine is more
What if the
like
zombies were sexier?
man. No,
No.
man versus nature usually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's pretty cool too.
That's my usual. I mean, unless like you consider Enshrouded.
Plants versus Zombies.
Isn't Enshrouded man versus environment
Uh,
though?
uh, half of it, yeah. But there's the Fallen, which is technically like mutated humans turned into mushroom people.
So The Last of
And,
Us.
and kinda, yeah.
The Last of Us but
It's close.
fantasy. Is that what Enshrouded is? The Last of Us but fantasy?
I mean, it is fantasy. There's magic. There's magic, medieval gear, stuff like that. Yeah.
Actually, let's go ahead and talk about that then. Enshrouded, right? It's like one of the recent games that just came out.
One who dared
I think
actually to
it's-
release another very popular survival game.
We'll talk about the other super duper popular survival game later. For now, we talk about
Yeah.
the one that came after it, Enshrouded. So I'm pretty sure me and Silver have not played this because we have
I
shitty
have
PCs.
not, no.
We have
Yeah.
shitty PCs. So, what is Enshrouded about? What I'm seeing here in the screenshot is someone jumping, like someone doing the Fortnite where we drop in boys onto an island.
Yeah, you can get gliders during gameplay. So that is your one of your main travel methods.
I love how gliders has just become a common travel method ever since fucking Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Oh
Every-
god, there's
Every
another
game has
like
gliders now.
there's
Yeah,
another
open
game
world
that has
games, yeah.
gliding per se.
Yeah, Fortnite.
So no. Aside from Fortnite, there's Nightingale with their very Victorian-esque glider, a fucking
Nightingale.
parasol.
I knew it. Fucking parasol. Fucking. What's her name? Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Like, okay, we'll talk about that later. Enshrouded, yes. It is the latest survival game, but in 2 weeks, Nightingale will be released.
Damn.
Then that is a let's consider it a bit of a high fantasy, a bit of dark fantasy, because this is
How dark are
this
we
is set,
talking? Necromancers.
let's just say everyone is already dead by the time you're awake.
So
And
Dark
you-
Souls.
And like you and a bunch of people who subject themselves into like being flameborn, basically magical people who had flame properties in their souls, which enables them to stay longer in the shroud, aka a very poisonous fog that pretty much spilled the entire place. And
Dark
this
Souls.
game literally ran out of water.
I see water right there. Is that
No,
water?
that's not water. That's
Fog?
the poison fog. Yeah. That's the poison.
Okay. So there's no water in this game
Yeah.
at all. Not even piss.
Which is funny that there's actually wells in the towns, the abandoned towns, and you can get water from it. But like the entire place got wiped. Even in the lore notes said that suddenly the water basically just evaporated, or since people were digging way too deep, that the water pretty much got drained like a broken fishbowl per se.
So is water like needed for you to survive in this game?
You still need to farm, which needs water, and you need a lot of water.
Damn.
Which is funny
Does it
because the
rain?
game doesn't rain.
Oh.
It's like it's like
People
it's
were
like it's like we're playing Zomboid, and then we're so far from the ocean, and then we're in the middle of the forest, and then we have no rain,
no,
and
like
we just
the
cry.
entire that entire fog that was supposed to be water.
Can you
So
scoop up the fog?
no, you can't really carry. You can't even like put a flame altar and try to get rid of the fog. So trying to place a base is a bit tricky. But like people just opt onto the starter area because it has a nice flat area. That's why I posted the other builds there.
Like, what? Let me
Oh,
let me think. Let me think as well about like the whole like enshrouded. Like what is
Mhm.
the core gameplay loop of enshrouded? Like
The
in terms
core
of like
gameplay
of
loop is
survival.
trying to like first rescue the NPCs, second unlock
There's
the
NPCs.
yeah. There's again it's not just you. There's a handful of people who subjected themselves to through alchemy.
Are they like
Uh,
generated NPCs like State of
they're
Decay, or
not
are they
gen- they're
just
not
okay?
they're not generated. They're actual. They have lore scattered throughout the world. Your
Ah.
task is basically trying to help them try to recover their things because we have the farmer, we have the alchemist, the blacksmith, the hunter.
A bottle of
Um,
water. A bottle of water.
but then there are lore notes that are like there's the explorer, there's the princess who managed to went through, but we don't even know where their whereabouts nor if there's any sort of corpses because the lore notes and like the drop items like they show if someone is actually diseased or not. So the game is basically a 33% complete. So everyone is very excited on how the map expands and who are the other survivors that are you need to rescue.
It
Like literally, you need to rescue them.
like
Uh,
how does combat work in this game? Is this like Dark Souls ish? Like,
uh, half Dark Souls, half Skyrim.
so it's like Skyrim with a Dark Souls mod.
Yeah, but then like you don't really level up by your own actions. You level up by your you gather skill points. You get skill points from leveling up. There's also getting rid of the shroud roots, aka the sources of the fog. There's also the elixir wells, basically a larger version of the shroud roots.
I need
So
more survival games that actually like you gain skill points by doing things like Zomboid, where
mm,
you keep using a gun, you gain gun skill.
to be fair, that's pretty much Valheim.
Wait, Valheim works
Like
like that?
yeah, Valheim actually works like that. Like when you chop trees a lot, you gain wood cutting skills, which reduces your stamina
Oh, I
usage
love
on that.
that.
It
I
also
love that.
improves a bit of your axe damage. But here's my gripe with Valheim. It's very incomplete in a way.
still early access?
No, they're almost technically done with the entire the biomes of the entire world of Valheim. But then like there's so many missing things, especially in the early game. You don't really you don't get improvements for the ranger archetype until you unlock the swamp, and you don't unlock the magic system until after the desert, which is a problem. Which is
Wait,
something I hate.
wait,
I
wait.
So
Is
it's
really
this
hate
not
Val?
the
Is this Valheim or Enshrouded?
this is Valheim.
Okay,
My
okay.
main
so
complaint with
it's
Valheim.
not like paced properly.
Yeah, it's not paced properly. Like
Mm.
you get
Um,
the funny enough, like you get a lot of rogue armor early game, but it disappears after you reach the swamp. Then it starts turning into an archer class, which is very stupid in my opinion. The best okay, if we're talking about class archetypes, Terraria is technically the best implementation of a gear system.
In my head, Terraria is just basically I found cool gun.
Yeah,
That's guns.
Yes, it has guns.
it has guns. So
Surprisingly.
there's like if you're a ranger, you can opt for crossbows, you can opt for bows, you can also opt for guns.
Yo-yos. You can use yo-yos. I love yo-yos.
Technically, yo-yos are melee, which is very.
No. It range. It range.
But it scales in melee damage. You can't really avoid that.
Also, you can be a summoner. There's like basically in Terraria, you basically just depending on what you wear, that's what your class is. Like what stuff you have, that's your class.
Actually, it's more of the helmets actually, which makes things a bit more streamlined. But I kind of accept that. It makes things easier for builds. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You've never played Terraria, right?
Ooh.
No, I have not.
So
Oh my god.
So Silver.
I've heard it's like this is probably gonna make you mad, but I've heard people describe it as 2D Minecraft.
No.
Yeah, I've heard people describe it like that, but it's very different. It's very different. Like
so.
It's more like a very destructive Symphony of the Night. Metroidvania.
Metroidvania. Oh.
Yeah.
Think of it
Really?
as a Metroidvania, but
you can break stuff. Like,
yeah.
right?
You can break blocks, you can build stuff, but you also imagine that like for example, when you think of Metroidvania, you're going through levels, right? And then okay, in this part of the map I have to like kill a bunch of enemies, then get to the next area, etc. So let me describe what happens in Terraria. So in Terraria, you're just there building your hut and stuff, and then suddenly it starts raining blood. And then the blood melts your skin.
Oh.
And then suddenly a floating eye comes for you. And then you close the door. And as you close the door, someone's screaming outside, "Let me in! I need help!" And then you open the door. You find this super duper sexy lizard man. He calls himself the Beastmaster, and he sells you pet stuff.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Well, that's true. That's what happens in Terraria.
Really?
Yeah, and then you can.
That's not.
And then you can slowly start building like a bunch of rooms for different NPCs that you can find or rescue.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can like. I'm pretty because I remember I recruited the druid, I recruited the ranger. You can basically build a small community there for the NPCs you get, and then they help you get some stuff. Sometimes they give you the quests.
There's technically no quest, but they do give you hints on
hints. Yeah, they give you hints of like, oh, they just say something. Oh, I left something at the blah 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 biome. Oh, it was really scary. Blah blah blah.
But then Terraria is one of those pseudo survival games that doesn't really make you feel lonely.
Yeah, you definitely won't feel lonely in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, from the get go, you never feel lonely because you have Colin.
You have the guide.
Yeah, Colin the guide. He's literally telling us, I'm the NPC guy. So, like Silver, listen to me. If you ever get to play Terraria, and you like, I know how you play in Minecraft. You like digging down, right?
Not always, but yeah.
No. I know you like digging down. You like digging down a lot for some reason. So when you dig down, and then when you reach hell, literal hell. There's literal hell in Terraria. When you reach hell, and then there's lava in hell. If somehow you have a Colin, somehow have a Colin plushie, like Colin the guide NPC plushie, throw that fucking thing into the lava.
Why?
Because I hate Colin.
Okay.
Throw it in. The moment you play the game, I see you play Terraria, I'm gonna start screaming, throw him in! Throw him into the lava! Throw him into the lava!
Yeah, but
Why would you do that?
Because He sucks. I hate him. He's the most useless thing. He doesn't even help me.
Terraria.
I mean,
each time he dies,
they
each
already
time he
improved the guide. They already improved the guide to be more more.
improve him by like when he dies, he just respawns and then he just annoys me more. Throw him in. You can get plushies of everyone, of all the NPCs. It's funny to me, but only
Yeah, you
throw
can.
but only throw Colin because he sucks.
Why? What did he do?
I
I
just
don't
hate
know
him.
with him.
I just hate Colin the NPC. Not you, artist and Twitter user named Colin the NPC. You're a friend. You're a friend who, for some reason, decided to make Colin NPC his persona. But
Wow.
yeah, Colin the NPC in game. Throw him in and throw him into the lava. Oh wait, no, not him. His plushie. Yes, his plushie. That's all I'm gonna say for that one. But yeah, Terraria is fun.
Okay.
So Terraria was actually one of the things that I wanted to make a server of for HAYOP.
Mm.
I actually wanted to make the trifecta of servers for HAYOP, which is Zomboid, Terraria, and Minecraft. That was
Budget.
All at once? At the same
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. I wanted to do that, and I was like,
Can we?
not yet.
Should we?
Eventually.
I
Because
think,
Terraria,
would we have enough people to play on all three of those?
I mean, there's lots of people like with different like tastes and stuff.
I have to give a note though to Terraria. Like late game, it actually literally turns into bullet hell. So
Yeah, it is a little bit hell. Like there's this one enemy. What's an enemy who's like literally it's like Otho, like a fucking skeleton. The Lich?
Necromancer?
Is it the Lich?
what
Like,
do
it's
you mean, Lich?
It's a floating skeleton and his arms that are going around, and then
The four arms one, or the
Skeletor, yeah, Skeletor, yeah. So it's wild because you have to build platforms in Terraria, so you can fight this guy.
Yeah, you
You-
can.
You have to hop on the platforms.
People have
etc.
done like no build.
No build
No
builds.
build. Yeah, no builds.
Yeah, but they have like OP range weapon.
No, it's literally just skill.
One of my favorite things back then in Terraria was just collecting slime wands, and I just summoned slime everywhere. Slime everywhere. I'm the
Skeletor.
slime king. I'm the
Yeah,
slime
that's the-
king.
Unless you're a very specific Terrarian who literally goes to hell without any weapon.
That's me. I went to hell without any weapon. Literally just a normal. I just dug straight down. Started walking on obsidian. My feet were burning. Fighting imps.
To be fair though, that strat was unfortunately nerfed.
Boo.
Rest in peace, shark pickaxe.
I remember there's an annoying item in Terraria where you basically reverse gravity. It's
That's
like
not bad though.
It's a helmet. No, I hated it because I accidentally used it while I was on top of a mountain, so I just flew into heaven.
I mean, that's on you.
I get
All right.
disoriented when I'm upside down. But anyways, we were talking survival games. Right, Enshrouded.
I think we can move on from Enshrouded and talk about
The
other
biggest
game.
other
game.
very
The biggest
popular
game.
game and
the super
other
19
games
million
that are-
game. The 19 million
Definitely.
sales. The 19 million sales game.
Yeah.
All right, we can finally talk about the big
Minecraft.
game. Any robotic apocalypse survival game? I don't know if there's any robotic
Yeah, I was
Hold on.
about to
survival
like.
games.
I was
Wait,
about
is
to
there?
ask, like, because most of the survival games I know, usually the setting is like zombie apocalypse of sorts. Is there any survival game that you guys know that don't have zombies in it?
Let me
Hold
think.
on.
I mean, the underwater one, the one where
Raft
Barotrauma was it?
Wait. Are we talking about like where the environment is literal monsters, or Are we talking about man versus nature?
No, no, no. Anything that does not.
Either or.
Yeah, either. But
Either
then
or.
as long as it's not zombies. Oh yeah,
No,
Subnautica. Subnautica is one.
Subnautica, yeah.
Yeah, you don't fight zombies in Subnautica.
I was thinking
Val
raft.
I still think
different.
Subnautica is
Valheim
one of
has
the scariest
zombies,
games
but
in the world.
it's specific to one place only.
I
Does
still
that
think
count?
Subnautica is the one of the scariest games in the world. I will never play Subnautica ever again.
Oh right. There's no, that one is technically zombies, but like nuclear wasteland.
Zombies in another name.
Yeah. I was gonna refer to, if you guys know Stalker.
That's oh it is. Ah, okay, I know that game.
Yeah.
STALKER.
Yes.
Because it's an acronym, not a word.
Yeah, it's an acronym. Yeah. I mean, you can consider Fallout to be a survival game, but
That's
yeah.
more RPG, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No. You can say it's a survival game with
Unless
RPG elements.
unless you're talking about Fallout 76, I think that one's like the
It
most
can be.
survival
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
the
it can be because it's like persistent. Your
Yeah, yeah,
survival
yeah.
is persistent. Dino Crisis is survival horror. I mean, it's not really like throughout. I mean, we're gonna lump all of the horror games then. Survival
Oh
horror.
yeah, I guess I get wait. What you just said. I guess that's another criteria for it. Like you
Survival horror.
surviving in no the persisting like
Yeah, persisting danger.
yeah.
Like you can't really like relax just because you're in an area, because there might be like danger in the corner, right?
What is Dino Crisis? Heard that.
You don't know Dino Crisis?
Is this Resident Evil if it was Jurassic
Yeah.
Park?
Yes, that one.
Oh, okay, it's this.
Ark Survival, yes. We're gonna talk about the game that that
yeah. We were about to talk about that.
All right,
I'm
let's
not
talk
sure.
about. Let's talk about. I mean, speaking of Ark, have any of you played Ark?
I
No.
have the game, but I didn't really bother.
I never played Ark. All I remember about Ark is that you can pick up your own shit and throw it at people. Like that's literally the
well-
only thing I know about Ark.
Let's just skip the. Wait, let's see some. What's that? What's that term? Other survival games we did not cover. So there's Rust. There's, well, just Rust.
What's Rust? I've heard
Rust.
I've heard that game before, but like, what's it about?
It's another survival game.
Yeah, it's another survival game, but it's usually it's a PvP technical. It's technically PvP.
Oh, okay.
More like you're
okay.
trying to survive each
Other
other.
players.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm not sure. Like, there's also
Yeah.
Unturned. The Minecraft.
Unturned. Oh yeah, that one. That's an old game. That's an
Yeah,
old-
it's an old game. Yeah.
It's there's like only a single person fucking works on that.
Ripper. Yeah.
Unturned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Unturned.
Unturned. I
Looks-
used to play that.
This looks like
Minecraft, yes.
yeah, dollar
it is,
store Minecraft.
Dollar store.
It's just a single. All I know about that is like a single player, a single person.
No, this
Works
looks
on
more
that
like
game.
Actually, this looks more like Roblox. Now that I
Yeah,
look at
it kinda has become more Roblox.
Interesting.
Again, another last day on Earth.
Oh, never heard that one. Last.
Hold on. Let me recall all of the horror
That's
survival games.
oh,
we
this is
know.
the mobile game.
Yeah, that's the mobile game. There's the other one that has the two. Like it's, what was that game? Like it's also
A survival game that
yeah, it's what was that? Dead something?
Dead Rising,
Space?
Dead Cells.
No,
No, no,
not
no, 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 no.
not that.
Dead, 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 dead. Describe it.
The Long Dark.
Uh not the Long Dark. There's another game I'm gonna like refer to that. Hold on.
Ancestors. Dying Light. Days Gone.
Dying Light is not really a survival game though. Like
Days
you can
No, isn't it? Days Gone?
Days Gone, yes. Like it's in a
That's
way
that's not
you're not.
survival.
It's technically survival because you need to protect your motorcycle
Kind
because
of.
that is your only like access to pretty much everywhere.
I just
If I forgot that game. It's a third. Yeah, it plays like Fortnite, but it is a zombie survival game.
remembered two games that are basically a survival game and they're not horror.
Which one?
Grounded and
Uh,
Small Land. They're both the same. Wherein like
I know
you get
Grounded.
shrunk.
Isn't
I
that
know
like
Grounded,
you're
yes.
shrunk down or something?
Yeah, Small
Yes.
Land as well
Hun-
is the same.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but oh god.
Yeah.
Let's see. Give me 3 minutes. If I can't, then let's move on.
All right. I'm like looking at other like because
There's that
'Cause-
one
yeah?
game. I think it's like Road to Canada. Death Row. Hang on.
Oh, Death Road to Canada. Yeah. That is basically Oregon Trail.
Oregon.
But,
yeah, it's
you're
basically
going to-
Oregon Trail. It's a
Technically,
modern
yes.
Oregon Trail. It's a mod.
You're going to
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
I love
You're
that. I
fighting
actually love
zombies.
that game. I actually love that game. So it's so silly. I am jealous. I am jealous of Alexi and Elias who have friends who made mods of them to be in that game.
Yeah, they made like custom pictures so it looks like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I love that.
Okay, I found it. It's
What
Dead
is it?
Frontier. Dead Frontier.
Oh, Dead Frontier. I remember Dead Frontier.
Yeah, that one.
that
Yeah.
frontier.
Oh, Green Hell, yes, Eru. If you know that, that is one of the more very brutal survival games.
Actually, before
in the-
before we go to the
Yeah.
biggest one, I almost forgot about this one other lovely survival game that I want to talk about, which is Don't Starve Together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
everyone.
That's good.
Yeah.
Luckily,
I think
sadly, I
yeah.
didn't have anyone to play that with.
I have it. I have it. We can play it, but
Oh no! I don't have the. I
The
haven't
game.
gotten it officially.
right.
Yeah.
So the thing with I think only this game has a sanity meter. I don't remember
Sanity
sanity meter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glitching.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think other games have sanity meters, right?
Yeah, people they don't really put the sanity meters to great effect.
If they do, is my voice okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
It sounds
okay. I was glitching out earlier, I think. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I think like if they do put a sanity meter of sorts, the game probably might be leaning into psychological horror. If they do,
Right? Give me going through high school, but then you have sanity meter. That would be great.
wait. Isn't that isn't technically Yandere Simulator count?
Oh god. Oh god. No, please.
There
no.
is a sanity meter.
I
there.
know there is a sanity meter. Why did I bring it up? God damn it.
It's in high school. You are
Oh
surviving
my
in it.
god. Oh my god. I threw myself into that one. But yeah.
Okay,
Anyhow, let's go to the big one.
The
All
big-
right. Here we go. Palworld.
Oh,
Palworld. Let's go, Palworld. Alright, so I have played Palworld a lot. I think out of the three of us, I'm the one who has played Palworld. Because I don't think that either of you have played Palworld yet.
Yeah,
Didn't
I don't have the
I did
game.
say I abstain from playing this game.
I can't
Why,
run it, and I
wh-
can't afford it either
why you abstain? Explain.
Yeah.
because of the.
Abstain. The controversies.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the controversy that I am not really.
Oh wait, no,
keen
I remember.
about.
It's because you get hooked. Because you'll get hooked and you can't do anything anymore. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just remembered.
Okay.
I just remembered that was the
That's-
reason why.
I thought the reason was the controversies, not because.
No. No.
I mean that's okay. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a
um,
legit reason. It's a legit reason because
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure everyone knows, everyone can see my fucking Twitter posts of me fucking talking about Palworld non-fucking stop. It is a fucking fun game.
It is. I mean,
I
it looks
am
fun. It's
optimist.
just yeah. I'm just very attached to pretty much anything that I encounter. So
Yeah,
That
because like
you'll play it to death.
the
no,
fact
it's not that.
no, I think I feel like because Kral can see that certain like streamers like a lot of Hololive streamers they say, oh, like when they started they just like, I'm just gonna stream this for like 1 or 2 hours, and here and behold they've been streaming it for like every day 12 hours each.
I'm not that.
It is
But it's okay if you are though. This is
No,
a safe,
no.
This is a
It's
safe
more of
space.
a like a personal attachment to anything that I play. Like if I catch something like, you know.
oh yeah, because you're worried that you catch something and you don't want to kill it, you don't want to butcher it, you don't want to
Yeah.
this and that. Well, the good thing for you is that there's no permadeath for pals yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Except for the butcher ones.
Yeah.
Except for butchering. Well,
I don't even want to sell them. Sell
No,
them, fuse
no,
them,
why-
like pretty
why-
much any.
no, why would you sell them? You don't need to sell them if you don't like. You can set them free. Literally,
what
you
are
can
these-
set them free.
What am
like,
I
By killing
hearing?
them.
What do you mean you could? What do you mean you can sell them? What do you mean you can butcher them?
Oh, right. So
What is this game?
let me explain Palworld to you. So Palworld, compared like a lot of people say Pokemon with guns, but I want to clarify this. Pocket Bear or the Japanese media have never said that this was Pokemon with guns. It's only the West and Twitter that has been calling this
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah.
with guns. This is actually they actually
Rust.
made this game. They actually made this game because they love Ark Survival Evolved. They love Ark and they're like, let's make an Ark game. That's what they said.
With gun.
And then they were
Yeah.
like,
can have guns.
no, that was like in the beginning of the development. And then suddenly they started playing Sons of the Forest. They played Sons of the Forest. They played Sons of the Forest, and then Sons of the
No.
Forest had like a helper system, a helping system. And they're like,
I
you know
don't
what?
that.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's have helpers. We'll call them pals. And that's how Palworld happened. That's how Palworld happened.
Interesting. Oh my
So-
God.
Well, so that the thing about Palworld is like, imagine that you're like, yeah, you're on an island, this and that, and then you find yourselves like with pals and stuff. Then you can craft spheres, like you can catch them. Sure, you can catch them, all that. You can have your team. But then, unlike Pokemon, where you fucking live with your mom and she gives you an allowance, and you can just go home to cry to mommy when you get wiped out, or you can go to a fucking Poke Center when you get healed. Here, when you fucking like, you need to fucking eat. You need to fucking eat. You need to fucking survive. You look for berries. It's like a survival game. Palworld is a survival game. You're looking for berries to eat, but the thing is, you're not the only one who needs to eat. Your
Oh.
pals need to eat, so you need to feed them as well. So, not only that, it's fucking cold outside, so you need to build a shelter. So you have to chop wood, and
You
then
need to.
you know why do everything by yourself when some of your pals they have thumbs. They have opposable thumbs. That means they can carry an axe and cut trees with you. So you basically have your pals help you, chop up trees and imagine that. Imagine you're playing like, let's say Pokemon. You're playing Pokemon and you got stranded on an island with your Pokemon, and then you basically end up building your own like safe haven. You build a small hut where you guys could stay. You build a small garden where you have some berries to grow and feed you guys each other, and that's kind of like the simple gameplay of it, right? But then imagine because you started a place there. There's like smoke coming out, and the smell of berries being cooked or the smell of food being cooked attracts the wild creatures. So the wild pals start charging in. They're charging in and they're like attacking
Wait.
your base.
They're literally attracted to the things you cook.
No, they do raids. I'm just like making
Okay.
it like I'm just making it more dramatic. Dramatic for effect, but basically there's raids. So suddenly your base gets raided. Like you're outside like hunting for pals or hunting for food. Then suddenly you hear your pals screaming. They're like, "Rah!" And then you're like, oh no, my base! And then you run towards there, and then you just see what happened. Oh, your base, the hut that you and your pals built together, destroyed, on fire. Your pals knocked out, cold on the ground, unable to protect themselves because they were weak against the bigger monsters. So what do? You need to improvise. You need to make weapons. You need to make spears, bows and arrows to protect, not only to protect your home, but to protect your poor pals. And then it's like that kind of feeling. That's how I feel about
Jesus.
Palworld. And then eventually, as you like keep growing your like little home, you also like discover that you can catch more of them. You can catch more pals, and then as you catch more and more pals, like you really want to make sure that your base is well defended and everyone's doing their part. And then for some reason, this one fucker decides that he's too fucking lazy. He's like, I don't need to work. I don't need to do anything. So what do? What do you do? Well, you punish
Fire
them. Yeah, you fire them. Yeah, no, you punish them. But in order to make sure that everyone gets the message that everyone has to work,
Jesus Christ.
you take the butcher's knife. Put them in the middle of the face, and then you just chop them up there. You just chop them up.
Like,
But yeah, you
what
can.
the fuck?
Yeah.
This is why I'm not buying the game.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to.
That's
That's only for fun. You don't need to kill them. You don't need to butcher them.
For fun.
For fun?
For fun.
No, for some people, for some sick freaks like me, But no. You don't have to butcher them. I never researched in my current playthrough. I've never researched the butcher knife. So just leave that there. I will never touch it. Because the thing is, it's how you play the game is basically how you have your story. You can be a kind person. You can treat your pals nicely, and you're doing your best. You make their medicine. You treat them well so that they also do well at their jobs. They can even breed and stuff with each other, so you can have more baby pals that can add to your force. Plus, you can always help them relax. You can one of the things is that they often get stressed, so you can you can help them relax. You can build them a spa, and then they can rest just like this. Look at this. Look at Depresso. He's like happy, face
Is that
down.
really their name?
Yeah, his name's
Depresso?
His name's
Their
Depresso.
name is literally Depresso.
Yeah, his name's Depresso, and the way he rests in the fucking spa is he just flops face down in the water, trying to drown himself.
They're drowning their sorrows.
He is, for me, Depresso is one of the best pals in the game because the amazing thing for me about the pals in Palworld is that they all have unique animations for everything they do. Like, for example, Depresso here, this is how he sleeps. I mean, not sleeps. This is how he this is how he takes a bath or like, you know, relaxes in the spa. He just face down. When there's other creatures like you guys have seen the lamb one, right? The lamb.
Yeah.
When it carries items, it's just carrying it on top, like it's carrying it like raising, like it's carrying it in front of him, like he's putting out his little hands and carrying the item in front of him, and he's just walking happily. So then there's this giant dinosaur called Relaxosaurus. He just like grabs it with his mouth, and then he drags the item with him as he's like walking around. And then you have Depresso, who's just so depressed and so annoyed that he's just dragging the item behind him. And then like depending on how you treat your pals as well, you can also see their emotions, like their expressions change. My Depresso's happy. I mean, you can't see him right now because he's like face down, but
Sure.
by smiling, he's smiling while he works.
I'm sure he is.
Unlike everyone else's Depresso who looks upset and sad, my Depresso's smiling all the time. Plus, I named him Espresso.
My God.
But yeah, the thing here is like it doesn't play as out much as a Pokemon game because I feel like it's more dynamic. Because in Pokemon, you're basically just the ringleader who's just, like the commanders are saying, "Oh, you gotta use this attack with this, that, right? You have no harm on you." But here in Palworld, the bosses, the monsters, they know I don't give a fuck about your pet. You're the real danger here, so I'm gonna fuck you up. They're aiming for you. They aim for you, and then basically they have like your pal has to like pull aggro or something. And one of the coolest things I've seen, like when it came to gameplay, like battle gameplay, was during a boss fight. Like, there's a boss called Anubis. Let me show it. Where whoever calls them.
You're kind of fighting with them in this game, not just
you're fighting.
giving them commands.
Yeah. So there's this one pal called Anubis that I really love. He basically, everyone calls him the ripoff of Lucario, but fucking Anubis existed before Lucario, so
That's fair.
let me get a picture of him so I can show it. Like, one of the things that I like about it is... Oh, what the fuck did I change the picture of? Wrong one. So let me explain. This is the battle loop. This is just for battles, right? I'm talking about the battle system alone. It feels so fucking dynamic because, like, I'm walking in the desert. I have my I finally made a musket rifle. Like, I have a rifle, literally gun. I have gun.
Okay.
I have gun. I have a musket rifle that takes 5 seconds to reload, but whatever. And I'm like, oh look, oh look, a Lucario. I mean, an Anubis. And then I shoot him, and then this guy suddenly just like when I shoot him, this guy does a flash step. You can see him like do the flash step movement kind of thing with the trails along him. So he basically just avoids your shots. Like, I'm shooting him 3 times and then he just avoids all 3 shots. And then he's like charging up a punch.
Oh, no.
Jumps up into the air, and I'm like, where is he? And then, oh shit! I quickly roll away. My shield is broken. I call my pal, and then my pal starts fighting. Starts fighting against him, and then this Anubis guy is just like basically like, yeah, you can like, basically you're fighting with it. Then the Anubis like charges up his like ball of fire. He's like trying to fire a ball of fire towards your pal. I quickly call my pal back into the ball as I'm tumbling, and then I call the pal back to another safer area, and then the pal continues the fight. So you can basically be very dynamic. You can avoid projectiles by calling your pal back and then calling it again.
Oh.
And then you're like, at the same time, you're like firing poison arrows at this guy to like pelt him. You're like switching tactics with your pal. So it's very dynamic in terms of like gameplay. And then there's just moments where you're like, fuck. Like, this one in particular, it has this one animation where he just suddenly turns his back He has one move where he turns his back and then he's like right behind you.
Literally teleports.
Teleports
behind
right
you.
behind you and just
Nothing
punches you,
personal.
and then you just get knocked the fuck away. And then there's also like some. The thing here is there is an elemental chart just like in Pokemon here, but then any pal can learn any move, which is wild.
Oh.
So I'm like, what? I'm like, look, I'm just wandering around. Then I suddenly see a shining sheep. It's like a shiny Pokemon, right? I hit the shiny sheep and deal damage because I want to catch it. Then suddenly, wait a minute, why am I seeing rays of darkness going into its mouth? And then it suddenly shoots a cannon of darkness at me, and I'm like, die immediately.
Oh.
There is like the way, yeah, the way every pal has their own function, whether it's at the base or whether it's in battle or whether it's just for you, like being your partner and stuff. Like there's like 7 pals that can all function as a glider, but there's 7 of them, but all of them are very unique in terms of how they work as a glider. There's the lowest level one I know is like an eagle, and then if you use him as a glider, he has very fast horizontal speed.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's another one that looks like a balloon. He's literally a noose. His name is Hang You, and he's
What?
And the lore. Wait, let me show you Hang You.
What?
What?
This creature is called Hang You, and it is a demon. He is my favorite glider. I keep
What?
changing the wrong thing. Yeah, I use him as a glider. Hang You. He's a noose. Look at that. He's a literal noose.
Look how happy.
They're very happy that.
So I will read you his pal deck entry.
Okay.
Hang You has like the strength of his arms is enough to basically crush like rocks and rip apart any like objects into pieces. Hang You is commonly used in execution grounds
Excuse me?
where basically they strap a person to the stage, and then the Hang You tears apart its skin.
What?
Why are you using it as a glider?
Because the funny thing is, Hang You as a glider, because of how he works, because he's lighter than air, he basically, instead of you're gliding down, you're gliding upwards. You're going up, you're getting ascended into the air. And I use him so that I can basically go up higher places without needing a flying mount.
Oh.
There's
But
even
still.
there's even another one where what he does is he just suspends you in air. He doesn't move, he just suspends you in air. Like different types.
Is there fall damage?
Yes.
The game? Oh no.
There's fall damage not just for you but also for your enemies and pals.
So you can literally just send them up in the air.
Yeah, one of the tactics I've seen so far was there's like this one move that basically propels enemies up into the air. We just propel a boss into the air and just watch them fall down and take so much fall damage. It's so funny.
Well,
Oh my god.
One of the challenges I'm making for this game is basically the pacifist route where you don't attack any pal, where you just
how can you
capture
even
them.
catch them though?
You can catch them without having to attack them, because they have something called a back attack bonus, or if they're sleeping, you can catch them faster as well. Or you can just make make rope traps, snare traps that will like, hoist them into the air and make them easier for you to capture. So there's a pacifist option.
That's the
More difficult
kidnappers.
though.
Huh?
The kidnap. The kidnap. Oh.
I feel like this is more like a game for Team Rocket rather than.
Hey, it's only for Team Rocket if you act like Team Rocket. Only if you act like Team Rocket. I don't act like Team Rocket, except when I catch humans.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
thing in the game.
Yeah, so
You can catch
I
humans.
I accidentally found out, like, when I first played the game, I was running around, and then the thing is, when you throw the ball sometimes, and then the pal is aware of it, you can literally see them flick the ball away. They like hit it with their arm, and then the ball bounces off to another direction. It bounced off to an NPC, and it caught the NPC in the ball. I was like, huh? I was like, huh?
Is that intention? Is that intended or?
It's intended. You can catch them. It literally says, like, the moment you catch the NPC human, it says, like, it says the name of the human, and then it says in the description it says it's usually regarded as inhumane when you catch humans. So you have
They
the option.
acknowledge it.
You have the option to drop the ball, like to drop their ball there, and then basically they just get out of the ball and then walk away. That's a one way to release them. And the other way
Okay.
is, well, you just keep them. You can keep them as well. So I have this one pal in my base. His name's Steve. He was the guy, because I was raiding an area that had like a captured pal. There's a cage, and there's a pal crying inside, and I'm setting them free. Then there was this one guy who was called Steve that I caught. He had like he kept throwing grenades, but I caught him. And after I caught him, he can't use his grenades anymore because he doesn't have grenades anymore. So all he does is punch people. The only attack he knows is punch. Even when I even fed him the dark laser fruit to teach him dark laser. But then when you throw him out, he literally is just like question mark because he doesn't know what the fuck to do, how to do a dark laser. And then
What is there a deck? Is there a dex entry for human?
no, there's none. There's none. If there was, I'd be scared. But yeah, after a while, I got tired of him because he was taking up too much room, so I just butchered him.
What?
What?
You could butcher the
The human,
Human?
yeah, yes. I butchered him for
Uh-huh.
memes, and he dropped ammo.
What?
I find it funny because they literally put a censorship effect over it, like the mosaic effect in the game. It just covers the act of it being like chopped with the butcher's knife.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, I chopped up one human, but I kept Steve. And then I ended up catching more humans, and then I put them into the compression machine.
Compression machine?
So the thing is, you can like think of how you want to like strengthen a pal. You basically take the essence of other pals and compress them. It's like gacha mechanics, right? You need more copies, right? How you know in gacha you need more copies of that one unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that. So I had to catch more humans and then put them into the gacha machine. I put them in the gacha machine and I injected them all into Steve. So Steve became a 2-star human now. So he's like a two, from a well, he started at 0 stars. Then I injected him with 4 humans, so he became a 1-star. Then I injected him with 16 humans, so he became a 2-star.
What the fuck? Oh
What
my
is
god.
The
What
game,
is this game.
yeah, the game itself is a shit post, but it is very fun. I don't know. I don't know if I'm selling the game or if I'm brutally
You're scaring
murdering
people
the
away.
game.
Why not both?
You're both.
But
Also,
yeah,
like the game is still actually in early access, right?
so that's the
Apparently.
thing. That's the thing that surprised me. it released as early access, but it has so much functioning content. Like the whole island. Let me show you a picture. Like the fucking map alone. I have been playing for like 200 hours in this game, and I haven't even
200.
fucking. Yes, 200 hours. I played 200
Man, like,
hours in this game.
You'd be surprised how much I sank into Stardew when I started playing that.
And Zomboid. I mean, Zomboid
Yeah.
time.
Yes, yes.
Let me. Where was the picture? I'm pretty sure I downloaded the map. Oh. Ah, here it is. So this is the map. I'm still. Do you see this very tiny red area here? Like this
in
this
the center.
yeah,
Lower
in the center. Let me use silver as the icon. The
Get me out of this pot. I've been
Let's
stewing in here this past hour. Oh,
there we
finally.
go.
Oh no.
Your legs are gone.
My legs are gone.
They have dissolved.
You butchered them with.
Wow.
So do you see this area above Silver's head?
Put me down. Yeah.
Yeah. So this area, this area that your head covers, right? Like there, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Why
only
are
part.
you?
That's the only part of the map that I've explored.
Oh, and the rest is.
It's all functioning map. Like you can all go all over this place and like explore, and there's a lot of things and like different pals. But yeah.
So the entire
You
map
already
is
have-
accessible.
Yes. The only part that's not accessible is the giant tree in the trailers, because that's not done yet. But the whole map is
Okay.
accessible, and there is so much content. There's so much stuff to do, so much things to collect. And then I'm using. There's a funny there's a funny place here in the map. I think down here where like Silver's head is at, in the corner of the map, where there's like a single box floating in the water.
Yeah.
And, but for some reason that single box counts as a good enough surface to start a base on.
What?
So you can make a base that people have been making a base that's like a boat. Basically, a lot of the lore in this game is basically Norse mythology.
Really?
Yeah, it's very Norse mythology. A lot of the creatures here are also Norse mythology. A lot of the pals are Norse mythology. Then the whole system feels very commentary to society in general.
I feel like
Elaborate.
this is just a big jump to the other game.
Because you have factions in this game. There's like a bunch of factions in the story. You have the Syndicate, which is basically Team Rocket. They catch pals and sell them off, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's them. The leader is Zoe, the pink-haired girl that you guys probably have seen in some gameplay. And then but then her story is like she's not even like a bad person. She's just like she was just born into this group. Then you have the Free Pal Alliance, which is PETA.
Okay.
You can find Free Pal Alliance, so it's very interesting as well because their leader is off protecting a tower to prevent some catastrophic event. Yet because she's away, the PETA people have been like neglecting their duties of protecting the pals and instead cooperating with the Syndicate to sell things, to sell
Oh, no.
pals. Then you have another organization which is the security force of the island, which is PDIF, the Palpagos Defense Island Force or something like that.
Is
PIDF
this
rather.
the GTA thing that I saw?
Yeah, where they like you see wanted and stuff like that. Yeah. So because if you attack NPCs, they will hunt you down.
Oh, okay.
They will
So
call the police.
yeah, and they're very high level, so they could practically kill you instantly if you're like still new. And then I think the story behind that is that the leader has just been selling drugs to the
What?
yeah, he's just been selling drugs to the police force. And then I feel bad for his partner. His partner's like this giant lightning hawk that he rides, because
Yeah.
that lightning hawk has just been like overfed with like drugs over and over to make
Ooh,
it super obedient to him. And that's why
that's messed
like
up.
yeah. And then you have another one, which is the PAL Research Society, where basically they just experiment on pals. I think they're like over
Yee,
yeah. And then the
messed up.
yeah, like there's actual story, and it surprises me that they actually have a story. The only thing is that the story is like stuff you pick up in like journals that are left around the place. The weirdest story so far is the guy who got isekai'd.
What?
There's a pizza delivery guy who got isekai'd into this island.
Oh, I saw a post on that.
Yeah, it's a pizza.
I thought it was edited.
No, he's legit there. And then there's some journals about him that you can find, and then eventually you find his location, and he gives you pizza. Like literally the only place where you can get the pizza item is from him.
He's a
I think he's like a meme of something, because apparently he's also in Craftopia or something. That's what I heard.
Oh.
Their other game.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
other game, Craftopia.
Which is also a technically a survival game.
Yeah, the thing is, the thing is,
Kral, you sound far away from the mic.
yeah, he's walking. I think I hear him walking around.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So the thing is, Pocket Bear has like 2 survival games now, which is Craftopia and this one.
Is it? But I thought, judging from the name, I thought Craftopia was more Stardew Valley than anything. Because
I mean, it has a lot of funny automations. All I remember is the conveyor belts with the cows on it, and they just drop it into like this bucket,
What?
this giant pot of water that's boiling over a
Ooh.
volcano, and I'm just like, that's kind of funny. Palworld basically feels like Ark, but they made it simpler and they made it work. It's like Ark without the bugs, Ark without the technical difficulties, and then Ark that's not fucking 150 gigabytes.
Is it that big?
Yes, Ark is
Mhm.
ridiculously big. That's why I never got to play Ark. And when I try to load Ark, it fucking crashes.
Lol.
Yeah, that's the thing. Palworld is very buggy, but for some reason, it's a buggy mess, but it still works. Compared to
It's
Ark, where it's a buggy mess, but it's a buggy mess. Like,
functional but buggy.
yeah,
Oh, no,
Palworld
no,
is
not functional, but like it's easier to run, I guess.
yeah.
It's
But I think the other thing that made Palworld really nice is that the thing that made Palworld also nice is that it released like it's still in early access, but it released with so much content in it compared to other early access, which usually like barely have anything on it. Like you have people who have played 500 hours in this game and they're still enjoying it. So that's like something.
Mm.
I am stuck on the breeding aspect of this game because I'm trying to breed the ultimate sheep.
The ultimate sheep. What?
Yeah, because every pal that you get has a trait. Like some pals, they have the trait which is work slave. So they have they're more they like working more. They have plus 30% work speed. Then you have some pals who are like depressed or like downtrodden, so their sanity goes down further. Oh yeah, there's a sanity meter in this game
For you
for the
or
pals.
do the
For the pals,
pals have? Oh my god.
you
How
have
does that
sanity.
work?
So as they work, their sanity goes down, and when it goes down to a certain threshold, then they either go eat, go rest at a spa that you built, or they just like goof off. They go around not do anything.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, and it's fun. Can you
I
trade
get,
pals to
maybe
other
it.
players? Yes, you can. You can trade pals to other players.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, excuse me. Reads the old ways.
No! Stop!
No!
I'm that trait
no.
shall never exist in this game. I will not allow. I will not allow that trait to exist even in a mod. If anyone makes a mod of that, I will fucking kill the guy. I will
You,
kill the guy who made the
you
mod.
gonna
Wow.
I will not be haunted by that trait in this game. In any other game. Like that trait has to stay in fucking Cult of the Lamb.
Oh god.
that's so
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really technically messed up, but
what do you
yeah.
mean it's not technically messed
No,
up?
no. It's more of like he got it by chance, and
Like,
he got
yeah.
it like a lot of times. That's the unfortunate
Oh, okay,
part.
okay. I
That's
think
my
that's what you mean.
point.
All right, okay. I thought you meant like
No, no, no.
that.
I understand that.
Yeah, I thought you mean that isn't technically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but Boris luck sucks.
Yes, my luck does suck. I tried to find a picture of the boss fights in the game.
No, Julian is. Wow.
No.
But yeah, there's like a lot of aspects to the game, and the upcoming stuff that they're adding, I'm really excited for. Because first of all, they're adding PvP, which is a staple for survival crafting games. But again, PvP is basically a toggle that you turn on or off in on the server. Then they're also adding pal arena, where basically you just have your like you guys don't fight. It's just your pals that fight. And then yeah, then adding more raids. There's a lot of like raid boss like feeling kind of things here. Like the Anubis one basically felt like a raid boss for a lot of us, like when we were at like lower level.
Palsabong. That's Pokemon.
Technically,
It's sub.
that might be
That
what's
is
gonna happen.
yeah.
No, like in general, like since it's start, Pokemon has always been Sabong.
Yeah, Pokemon has always been
For the
Palsabong.
non Filipino speakers, sabong is what do you call that?
Cockfighting.
Yeah.
Cockfighting.
Fighting,
Yeah, you fight with your dicks out.
No, that's not.
Oh no. Say it super. Yeah, there Boris said it already.
One of the things that I'm hoping they bring back and re-implement is the affection system for pals, because there is an affection stat, and basically the longer a pal stays with you and the better you treat them, the higher their affection is for you, and then they work better for you. But there's also a fear stat where if you are, if you're fucking
Tyrant.
a studio mappa or something,
Studio.
Mappa.
Wow.
then it lowers their affection but then increases their fear, so it also still affects the work productivity. So like different things, like there's a lot of different ways that you can basically
There's
go for
also
this
like
game.
like they sort of propose that every pal has a variant of each element.
Yeah, I think that's more in the we'll get more in the future kind of thing.
Okay.
Because right now the breeding system is basically, it's like a weird combination thing wherein I breed a lamb and a chicken and somehow I got Anubis. Well, not really. There's I think someone made like a complete table or chart about the specific combinations.
Okay.
So yeah, there's also legendaries in the game, and then like trying to catch them is also hard. There's world bosses. I don't know. Like I wouldn't say Palworld is perfect, but it just feels really fun.
I
It's
mean, it's very accessible,
yes.
regardless of
And
how
it's easy,
stupid the entire
it's
premise is.
it's easy to learn and easy to play.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to like think too hard about things on how to like even the min maxing aspect isn't that like difficult. It's basically
Mhm.
art, but they made it easier. More
I
accessible,
mean,
more
like
accessible art.
not everyone is not dinosaurs are not for everyone. Pokemon. Pokemon lookalikes or Pokemon. FAUX.
Like I would love to see a game like this with Pokemon or Digimon. I think the only acceptable way that Pokemon could do something like a survival crafter is with
No,
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Imagine Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
That
You're
would
playing as the
fit, right? Yeah,
yeah.
that would fit.
You're playing as a Pokemon, and then you're with your friend, and then you're basically, trying to survive the Pokemon world, survive the Pokemon world as a Pokemon. Hey,
I don't think they're able to sell that kind though.
I
Like
mean, yeah, that's
considering
true because Pokemon Mystery Dungeon hardly like doesn't have that much sales.
What was their
yeah.
last game actually?
Uh, it was a port. That's what I remembered.
Yeah, that's the remake of the first game, but like the before that one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so Servlet says, let's be real, Palworld is not very original, but the approach
It
is
isn't,
fun.
but
But that's the thing though.
Like, what
The
is what is original?
no, like the
Can we
thing
define?
is, the CEO himself was like, although his interview and quotes were like badly translated, his actual statement was the following: I am not a creative person. I just like to find things that people enjoy and make a game that everyone has fun with. And that's exactly
Mhm.
his words.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and
Which is basically what this game is. It's just a hodgepodge of mechanics and features that a lot of that are very enjoyable in a lot of other games that were somehow merged together in a way that it works. Like an abomination. Like, let's be real. When the first trailer came out, I was like, this game isn't real. This game,
it
this
looks
game,
like a
This
meme.
what?
this game looks like one of those fake mobile ads. This game is just gonna be another Days Gone, day before situation. Or like, I was like, this game is completely alive. This game never
Really?
existed.
And
That's what I
and
thought.
like
That's what I thought.
I'm kind of surprised
the
you took
trailer,
that stance. Kind of
Yeah,
surprised you
it
took that stance.
it looked like it looked like a meme, to
It
be
looked
honest.
like
Like,
a shit post. That's what it
yes, like,
was. A shit post.
Okay, like
and that was
on
and
my
that
side though,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm very aware of the game prior, and I actually follow Pocket Bear as a developer. So since I know Craftopia is there, like oh they're gonna adapt this game using what they learned from Craftopia. I'm like, cool, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
that's
I'm
why.
not completely like surprised or whatever, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
but that's
mean, since
but
they have a
that's
game, they probably do it. It's a
yeah,
matter
but
of how they do it.
yeah, but I think for me and Silver, it was in the perspective of someone that did not know about Craftopia or play about Craftopia. So
yeah. Like, just it
mostly,
was
I
a
think it was also
video
the common folks sentiment, right? That this
for
is
people who aren't keeping up with what the devs like.
yeah. Everyone just basically thought, nah, this can't be real. This is a joke, right?
And the videos that I've seen of it, it's like it came from those like clickbait pages who they don't
Right?
even they don't even reference, they don't credit like where what the game is or where it came from. It just says, "Oh, look at this! It looks crazy. It's like, this game's coming soon." but they don't actually say the name or who's making it. So like
Wait,
I was led to think this is a joke, right?
Yeah, a lot of shit posts on TikTok, on like Facebook. Basically, they don't mention that it's Palworld, but it's like, oh my god, Pokemon with guns, like that kind of thing, right? That was like how it was like before.
This trailer was dropped like how many years ago?
3
I
years
feel,
ago.
it feels
3
like a
years,
long
3 years
time.
ago.
3 years
3
ago,
years ago.
2021.
Like most of the designs are like kept intact.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm actually just surprised that like from the first trailer they already presented everything that's gonna happen.
Yep. I mean, there's a bunch
But
of stuff in the first trailer that didn't get carried over, but
yeah, I know because like obvious legal reasons.
no, not legal reasons. Like there's stuff where they're flying on top of a flying whale. There's stuff where they're inside like inside a hallway with like, you know, like the
Traps.
underground base of the syndicates. That's not in the game. Um there's other
There's also the electric fishing.
yeah, there's the electric fishing, there's the driving on a car while lassoing some pals. But there's an actual reason as to why a lot of the stuff got removed and didn't carry over. It's because they had to change, like when the first trailer came out, that was when the game was still in Unity.
Oh, okay, understandable.
Yeah, Craftopia is Unity as well. So yeah, most of their stuff was there in Unity. And then what happened was around, I think a year after the game was being developed, they finally decided to hire a senior developer.
Mm-hmm.
But then the senior developer was like, I only know Unreal Engine. And so the CEO was like, what do I do?
Okay.
I really like the senior developer. The senior developer really knows what he's doing, but he only knows Unreal. The whole game is made in Unity. And it's like, you know what? Scrap the Unity. We do everything in Unreal. So they had to redo everything. And that's why in the subsequent trailers, some of those stuff that was in the first trailer, you no longer see them.
To be fair, they can just bring it back.
Yeah,
as
slowly. They slowly, yeah. It was a fortunate step because just right after that event was also the time that Unity fucked
the
up.
Unity drama. Yeah, the Unity drama.
Oh,
Then-
remember that?
Yeah. Then
Unity.
another funny thing about their development is, for me, the guy who was in charge of the animations for the guns. Because if you look at the way the guns are animated, for some reason, they're very clean. Everything's like looks like exactly how a gun should be done. And the reason why is the guy they hired isn't a game developer, isn't an animator, isn't a designer, isn't anything like those. It's a guy who works at Family Mart who just is a gun otaku.
A gun taco, yeah.
Yeah, a gun otaku. He just loves guns so much and guns in video games so much that he keeps uploading videos of gun animations and stuff on YouTube. And the CEO was just like, you like guns so much. And like, hey, what do you think of, like, it literally showed in like the interview. He sent a DM to this guy, the gun otaku guy. He sent a video of how Palworld's guns were like in the beginning in the development. And then the guy responded with a full-on detail of, oh, the recoil animation is very lacking, and then like the gun should this like very detailed instructions of how the gun should look like when you're like doing this and that. And he's just like, I need to hire you. Will you please join my company? And then you know how the guy responded? Hang on, I'm still on my shift. I need to check with my shift, like if I have a schedule. If I can do this. And I'm like, what the fuck is this meme of a fucking... Yeah, and then their head designer, this woman, I forgot her name, she applied to Pocket Pair ever since the beginning of Craftopia.
Mm-hmm.
And Pocket Pair rejected her apparently a
For-
total of 100 times.
Oh,
but
no.
why Pocket Pair in
Like like she applied to Pocket Pair and like other companies, but she got rejected 100 times. And then eventually, like I think while Palworld was being made, they just suddenly asked her, "Okay, why did you try designing some monsters?" And then she came up with like all the designs, and that's how she got in. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like this nonsense of a team, this team that doesn't make sense to me. And then the CEO himself, he doesn't know anything. The only thing he knows is about network, like what do you call this, network infrastructure, because he's a graduate at network engineering.
I mean, in his bio though, like he's into like actual crypto stuff.
Yeah, but that's kind of like where network engineering also comes into play.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
basically, I find it funny as well that the entire staff keeps scolding him to go the fuck home, because he's always in the server room trying to make sure everything's working properly. And then
Jesus.
I looked more into Pocket Pair, and I realized that they were the same. Like this CEO is the same guy who declared Elden Ring Day.
Elden Ring Day?
Yeah, so he basically
Okay, I remember that. Like they
Yeah.
made like put everyone on what's
Like,
the word,
yeah,
break just to play Elden Ring.
yeah, so he basically said, okay, Elden Ring is coming out today. So anyone who wants to go play Elden Ring, just go home and play it. I will and then it was like recorded as a paid leave. So you guys can like just go home, play the game, play your fill, so that you can come back later to work after having played your fill.
Wow.
He's also like from what I've seen like in like reviews in Glassdoor and stuff and other like places that like there's anything about Pocket Pair. There was this thing about one of the programmers. So one of the programmers, he basically got sick.
Mhm.
He basically got sick, but then he still went to, because that programmer was so used to working for black companies. So even though he was sick, he went to the Pocket Pair office and continued working. And then the CEO noticed that, yo, dude, you're sick. And so he basically, the CEO picked him up from his chair and then threw him outside. Told him, go stay home, get better first, and then come back here when you're at 100%. He came back the next day. He was still sick. He got kicked out immediately from the office. And he was just told to go home. Go home, get better.
Jeez.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this meme of a company? Like, what the fuck is this? Then I looked into like there's this whole thing about like oh no, they're working on Palworld. They abandoned Craftopia, but then the thing that actually happened was that the CEO just left Craftopia to the existing team, and he made a new team out of 4, starting with 4 people, and eventually just grew that to the current number of 50.
Ooh.
Which is like, I feel like the whole thing is a meme. Like the entire game, the entire development, the entire story of even this company is a fucking shitpost. Everything feels so not real, but it's fucking real, and that's why it's so weird to me. Like, this game should have not existed.
Crazy.
This is why I'm like so confused, like sometimes about how to feel about this game, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it because it's such a shit show.
A meme.
I'm not even talking about the gameplay anymore. I'm just talking about the company. I'm just chilling right now.
I mean, it's still like a survival. We're talking about survival
it's
games.
So
still a
we're
survival
we're
game.
going off now too about the devs.
Yeah, the devs. Yeah. I mean, technically, it's survival. because they
But
almost did this to bankruptcy. So
technically their survival game. No, the funny thing is, I feel like the reason why Palworld ended up
Oh,
becoming such a good
hello, Weru.
game.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Thanks for the raid, Weru. Can I shout out in this thing?
I'm not sure if we have the.
Let me try.
who's controlling the? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Yep.
Okay.
So the thing is,
Mhm.
I don't know. There's just so much of this game that it's really fun. It's a game that I definitely want to play with everyone, especially when it gets more updates. Because I don't know, it just feels like a fun meme. I would definitely love to play this with people,
Mm.
but that means me and Silver need to upgrade our PCs
Gambata na.
someday.
Send us money.
Send us money, buy our merch.
We got some.
But I already know what I'm gonna be playing soon. Oh yeah,
Which
wait, no,
one?
I was gonna talk about the survival thing. So the thing is, this was like, the thing about like survival games. I feel like there's a bunch of survival games out there. There's a lot of survival games out there, but most of them have just been kind of made by people who want to get into the whole survival crafter genre, right?
Yeah.
And I would say that Pocket Bear is pretty much another one of them. But there's a difference because they're actual people who actually play survival games like Ark Survival Evolved. Like
Mm,
every like according to Bucky, who is their social media manager and their like,
Mhm.
coordinations guy, every time there's like some like loose time for the Craftopia devs or like the Palworld devs, they were always playing Ark. And when Sons of the Forest came out, they were always playing Sons of the Forest. And it's just like people who love specific kinds of games tend to end up making games that really fit that passion for that kind of game.
yeah, they know their audience
They know their audience
they
because their
are
audience is
because they
them.
are. Yeah, they know what they want
I
in
mean,
the genre they're working on.
I'm gonna do a bit of a segue into a
Mhm.
different genre. Live service games. You guys heard of live service games, right?
More like dead service games.
How
Oh
many
god.
how many live service games have passed by and have already died? There's
One.
so what do you mean one? There's a
What do you
lot.
mean?
The
Anthem is
day
one.
before.
The
How
day
many have died?
before.
He says.
Wait, that's not a survival game.
No,
No,
he's
no,
saying like live
no,
service games.
no. I said live service games. Like I'm doing a bit of a segue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Many.
So a lot.
Anthem.
Anthem.
Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, like a lot of these games. They're trying. I mean, technically, Destiny's dying. Destiny's already dying.
Destiny 2? Really? I thought it was still big.
It's a chaotic mess. It's a chaotic microtransaction. People are getting fired mess.
Yikes.
And now let me
That's a
tell you about
bad
this
stuff.
really one interesting game. This one interesting game that people said would only live for 2 years, and yet it's still the biggest live service that puts the live alive in live service. Fucking
Fortnite?
Warframe. No, fucking
Oh.
Warframe. Warframe has been alive for 10 to 11 years now, and they're still going strong. And it's great. And the reason why is because the developers are passionate about the game.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh.
That's why passion is important when it comes to like games.
Passion doesn't pay the server fees though.
Wait,
I mean,
yes,
yeah.
but like
I mean, yeah, but
they're putting their passion in the work, and the work is what gets the
Yeah.
money.
I mean, technically, passion did not pay for Warframe until much
Mm.
later on. So it was a gamble. It was a gamble. Like literally, they were at their end door. Like they were already about to close down, and then boom, just got better.
Mm.
Also, like to answer, someone was asking, what is live service games? I guess like
Live service games are basically like a game where you're not really relying on the content. It doesn't give out all of the content.
No,
at
no,
once. Yeah, it
They
like
would spin food you
no.
the content.
I have another definition for live service because usually when it comes to games, you get a game, right, and then you have the entire game, and that's it, right?
yeah.
And then you have stuff like expansions and stuff, which are basically like additions to the games. So live service game is basically just a game that will constantly keep updating, so there will always be new content forever.
Yeah.
At least that's what people
Ag-
wanted
okay, sorry.
In ideally,
in
yes.
ideal. Yet the only one to successfully do that, and let me add this, for free, is Warframe.
Then it works.
Every single Warframe update, which has added loads of systems, loads of new content, has always been free. Not like Destiny, that makes you pay $30 each time, and they don't update the base game. So when new players play the base game, we don't know what the fuck to do because it just tells you to buy the expansion.
Then they took out a lot of their old content. Ugh.
Yes, they keep taking out their old content instead of like. The thing I love, I mean, another thing that Warframe kind of revolutionized, I will say, is dev blogs or communication between the devs and the people and the community. Because of not Rebecca Black, goddamn.
Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black.
Wow, I had no idea she's also a game
It's
dev.
Warframe.
Warframe. Everybody get down on Warframe.
Rebecca, I hate that there's three Rebeccas. There's Rebecca Black, Rebecca Sugars, and then Rebecca Ford. There's three Rebeccas that I know of. Because of Rebecca Ford, who was at the time an intern to Digital Extremes, created something called the dev stream, where basically they sit with the devs and talk about updates to the game. Ever since she did it, ever since she started doing dev streams for Warframe, and then when Warframe became successful, every other company started doing dev streams.
Oh.
I mean, it's a good way to
Yeah.
She's a
actually
trailblazer.
connect with the players.
Yeah, but there's like a huge difference between the dev streams that DE does versus the dev streams that other companies do, because the other company ones tend to be still the same. Oh, we're
I
just
mean,
gonna
of
give you an
course,
update.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
dev streams in DE is basically like, there was this one moment where they basically introduced, oh, we're gonna add pay to skip option in
Yeah.
Warframe, and then the chat was like, no! All the people in chat, all 40,000 people in chat were like, no, don't add it. And then Rebecca just like stopped and like, okay, I see. No. Okay, I got it. All right, we'll all rethink it. We'll try to come up with something else. And like, it's like an actual live communication between the devs and the thing. And I'm like,
Wow.
no other company would do this. They would not do that shit where they were just like, okay, no, we got that idea. Okay, everyone says this shit. Okay, we're not gonna do it.
They would. They just wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
They would let the chat just, you know.
They would just let the chat cry. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's the only one reason why Warframe is still the only major survivor of live service games.
I mean,
Besides
Fortnite
Fortnite.
still.
Besides Fortnite.
Yeah,
Because Fortnite was like
there
the-
are a lot. There are a lot of games like live service games, but like
no,
the biggest ones. Yeah, that
I
would
will
that
I
would
will
be
tell you
them,
the
yeah.
reason. I will tell you the reason why Fortnite continues to live till now. The fucking collabs. The fucking
Oh, yeah.
collabs.
Man, there was a
should-
time when when Fortnite first came out, people described it as it's PUBG but indie.
I mean,
And now look where we are. Look which one of the two is the bigger game now.
if you think about it though, Fortnite was originally supposed to be a survival
Yes,
crafter game.
Yeah. It was supposed.
Fortnite
Yeah,
was supposed to be a survival. Actually,
survival craft.
actually, I'll be honest, I prefer the survival crafting version of Fortnite because I played that one before.
Because that's the thing is though it's paid. Well, the base game.
Yeah. I
the
played
Battle
that
Royale
one before.
and everything else is.
I played that before back then because my love for survival crafting. I just wanted to try things. Man, I wish Plants vs Zombies came back.
No,
Why?
don't. People are
Why?
hating the new one.
No,
It's not even out yet.
no, not that one. Have you guys not played?
Garden Warfare.
Yes, Garden Warfare is amazing.
I have not played it, no, but I've seen it.
It is amazing. And there's also a survival crafting version of Garden Warfare.
Oh,
Sub game.
How?
It's a sub game. It's like a sub mode of sorts, but it's like the only thing I hate about it is because it's like League of Legends where some certain modes are only like here every other month.
Well, wow.
I feel like there's a lot of games that could actually what kind of like genre, like what kind of theme games or stories or like even like existing things would you think would be nice with survival crafting?
Survival elements.
I would say
Kingdom Hearts.
How?
No, I don't know. I was just like blurting
What
out what I thought in my first.
you butcher the heartless?
You butcher the heartless and make a key.
You craft the keys.
You craft the key. You open the door, and then you fight.
That's how you
fight
unlock
Snow
new
White.
areas.
Yeah. You unlock new worlds by paying Disney their money, the rights to Cinderella.
Oh no.
Each time you want to unlock a new like story, you have to pay Disney money.
Wait, Super Mario. Okay,
Super Mario Survival Crafting?
imagine Super Mario Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
But what if just that template or whatever, those gameplay elements? Because like Odyssey has like that thing where it's open world. You travel to different worlds, collecting whatever MacGuffin was in that game. That, but there's survival crafting elements slapped on top of that.
No. And then we add sanity meter because we add Luigi's Mansion. So you have sanity meter as well.
Oh my god.
Mario.
Kingdom Hearts Union was a live service Keyblade Wars with other factions. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
the mobile game. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not survival crafting.
Yeah.
What about
Oh.
Nier? Can Nier do survival crafting?
I mean,
don't-
the
not
setting, the setting would fit, right? Isn't that I haven't played
I mean,
Nier,
then it plays a
Right?
story with each survivor. Then it's more of a
Oh.
dwindling party.
Oh wait.
Rather than,
that actually
Oh my god,
sounds fun.
I got an idea. So Eru earlier said like a robot like thing, like robot survival crafting, right? What if Nier survival crafting, but you're playing as those robots the robots, the machines.
And you're surviving.
You're surviving, and you get raided by like the raids that happen or the boss fights that happen are you're fighting like 2B, 9S, those things. Those are the raid bosses, and then you're actually just like the robots. That'd be fucking cool.
So you're playing the other side, kinda.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like there's a game that exists already?
Scrap mechanic, isn't that?
Yeah, you're a robot and you're just scrambling
game.
to hunt, look for parts.
I feel like there's
there is a
something
game.
like
I
that.
feel like there is
Like you start off with like basically like you're still like a
a
scrap
base
robot.
like model. Yeah.
Yeah, base model, and you're trying to get more parts and you're trying to become better. It's like prototype
Yes.
but robot.
Kinda.
Cheers.
Like you're trying to
Wait.
refill something or
Maybe.
maybe
Oh yeah, I have a funny question. Is prototype a survival game?
not really. It's an
I
action
haven't played
game.
that game.
Hey, prototype's pretty cool. The original prototype. Fuck everything else that came after.
Lol.
What? Prototype 2 sucked.
I know. Like they kind of toned down the
Yeah. Let me think. What's another franchise? I mean, obviously Yakuza can do it. I mean, Yakuza can just be anything at this
Imagine
point.
Kiryu is stranded on an island or something, and
I mean, the latest one, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, they added Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I've heard,
I-
like
I,
out of nowhere.
Don
I
Boko
am
Island.
shocked. I am
Don Boko.
shocked. They could literally make Yakuza survival crafting. Like Ichiban just gets stranded on an island. No, we can't do it with Kiryu anymore because Kiryu has cancer. He's already playing his own survival crafting. He's crafting his fucking medicine.
That's dark.
Let's see. What's another franchise? Disney? Just normal Disney? Zootopia! Fuck yeah, Zootopia survival crafting.
Zootopia.
You can recruit
Ugh.
Judy Hopps and then butcher her.
Let's stop talking about that.
Winx. What about Winx?
Where are you getting these? Where are you getting
Oh,
these ideas?
Barbie survival crafting. That would be amazing. Barbie survival crafting.
Wasn't there the like survivalist Barbie already?
Wait, hang on.
Barbie.
Barbie survival game. Barbie survival
Or
game.
wilderness Barbie.
Hi, I'm
I can't
Wilderness
find
Barbie.
anything. No, there's nothing about it.
Really?
There's a Roblox game called Survive the Barbie.
Okay, yeah, there is a Barbie Wilderness doll. If that's what you're looking for.
There's Barbie
exists,
Dreamhouse
Florida.
Adventures.
The original story of Zootopia.
Oh yeah, the original story was a little darker. I guess it would fit.
I mean, sad to say, they already decided on what the original Zootopia would be. The story. It just started off with Wish.
I haven't watched that.
If
Oh,
you
no.
stay too long, you need to make sunscreen.
Hey, that would be good. Exactly. Barbie. No, instead. Oh my god. Instead of like a health meter, you have a sunburn meter. Oh my god, my skin. I'm staying too out too long in the sun.
I have to craft some.
Oh, you know what could make it dark? We base it off the Barbie movie. So basically, instead of sanity, instead of a sanity meter, you get a sentience meter. The moment it drops into the sentience meter, the Barbie character you're playing becomes more sentient and realizes how fucked up everything actually is.
I've not watched
That's
the
so
movie.
cool. That is so cool.
A beauty meter.
A beauty meter.
If the meter reaches 0, you lose because you're not beautiful.
I feel like I honestly think one of the best franchises that could do a survival crafting game is fucking
A beauty
Digimon.
leader.
I think
Digimon?
yeah, Digimon could do survival crafting
Yeah.
because the first Digimon was the first isekai.
Yeah.
One of the first isekai.
What the hell do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
Isekai.
They got
They go to another world,
they got
but they don't
isekai
die.
to the Digi world.
You mean the game or something? Or
No, the anime.
It is okay. I guess it's Sword Art Online before Sword Art Online.
No, they weren't even like put into a video game. They just literally
Weren't
got
they?
no. It's not a video game. The Digi world was not a video game. It was another alternate world.
Oh.
there are other there are other isekai animes that
Digi World. The world is
What?
connected to Digi World.
Yeah. That's why I feel like Digimon can do a really good survival crafting game.
Bleach is an isekai? I don't
yeah,
know.
there's a lot.
Technically Bleach is an isekai. Technically. Yeah, Digimon survival crafting game would be amazing. And imagine this. Oh shit, I just realized another survival crafting game that I would really want. Fucking Medabots. Medabots.
I don't know what that is.
No one knows what Medabots is. I'm gonna
It's showing-
cry.
I think
Medabots.
you're showing your age there, Vor.
Medabots. Meda be so hot.
Okay, Aaron knows Metabots.
Look at this hot guy, Medabe. I remember this one Game Boy Advance game, which was like Medabots. It was fucking amazing. Like you could pick out specific parts, like an arm, leg, etc. That was fun. Zoid's survival game.
Oh,
Zoids.
Zoids, nice.
Zoid's crafting survival game. That would be another one. And then you craft parts for your Zoid. That would be sick. Lego survival. Yeah, I think it exists
I mean,
already. I feel like it
I was
exists
about to
already.
say, yeah.
Isn't that
it's in
the Fortnite one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Lego
Lego
Fortnite
Fortnite.
exists
Lego
now.
Fortnite, yeah. It's not
Technically
good.
survive.
It's not. I'm sorry. Yeah, like for those who haven't tried that, don't. Maybe it's just me. Like maybe I'm just like spoiled by how intuitive Minecraft is. But like when you like compare the two, it's like the building in Lego Fortnite, for example. It's not intuitive because like if you put something down,
Mhm.
you have to break it, and like if you decide, oh, it's not at the right spot, you have to break the foundation and everything. And
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, so
it's-
and you
it's so
break
hard.
you break it with your weapon or tool, but because durability is a thing, the durability on your weapon and tool goes down. So like it's it's the same thing for everything, from like building foundations to items. So if you
That
put
is that
if you
is
put-
such an
if you put a
80s
bed down and it's like 1 inch away from the right position you want it to be, you have to break your bed. And
you have to break
No.
your house.
hey, like worst thing too, like if you break an item, you get the raw materials back, so you have to craft it again and
Yeah.
then build it and put it down. So it's just they did not think that through, to be honest.
Surprising.
And the
They-
actual and the building too. I'm sorry, I just want to go off on this because
Arrow.
it is not good, like in my opinion.
Yeah. Eru says, I hope the devs of Tail Concerto, Solato Robo, and the Colossal Attack game, which is Fuga, makes a survival crafting game. Are you sure, Eru? Are you sure you want them to make a survival crafting game? How many kids am I gonna shove into a cannon? How many kids am I gonna sacrifice? That game exists. That company that company will do a lot of crazy shit.
That's messed up.
To be fair, like Till
Fuga's
Concerto
technically a
was
survival.
was very lighthearted though.
With dark undertones in the
Yeah, but
background.
like there's barely any like dark.
I know.
Like,
I know. I know. Fuga was the one that started the
no,
sacrifice children.
Solato Robo has a lot of darker undertones.
Yeah, darker undertones, but you don't get to sacrifice children as bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I need to
haven't.
mod Palworld where I replace the bazooka with the penguin with they replace the penguin with like one of the kids from Fuga.
Boron.
Yeah,
Why
Boron.
of all the people, don't of
Boron
all the
cannon.
children.
Boron cannon. He deals the most
I-
damage. He has the most
I
surface
think you
area.
can. I think you can just replace one of the pals there with Boron.
Yeah, I'll replace the penguin
Why?
so I can
Why
shoot him out of the
Boron?
cannon.
Do
Okay.
something but not involve kids. What?
There's one person I think who can do something but not involve is being used as ammunition.
I was
Ma-
about to say, yeah, Maiden Abyss. I haven't played. I haven't watched that, but
want
imagine
that. I
that's-
want Made in Abyss survival game. Give me Made in Abyss survival game.
haven't the kids
Yeah,
suffered enough?
there's that one. There's a Made in Abyss video game, but it's not survival.
No, it's not survival. You know the fucked up thing about Made in Abyss survival game? I feel like it would have RimWorld mechanics where you can rip off your arm and replace it with parts.
Yeah, that's the.
Because that's the level of fucked up in Made in Abyss. I mean, have you seen the latest chapters of the manga?
You want it uncensored.
Servlet?
That-
Have you seen the latest chapters of the manga? Have you seen those two new characters?
Oh God.
Yes, the quadra amputee characters.
Excuse me?
Yes, the quadra amputee characters.
But what?
You're not doing a good job of getting me to watch this more.
Oh, Made in Abyss?
No, not really. Yeah. Like, I mean,
No, don't worry. That's not in the anime. Don't worry, it's not in the anime.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. You know,
Not
they're
yet.
gonna be adding that eventually.
No. The thing about Made in Abyss is not because of that, but it's more of the world building, and yeah.
Jesus.
I love my Subarashi.
No. For.
What's his name? I keep forgetting. Bondrud.
Super what?
Bondrud.
Bondrud.
Whereas
Bondrud?
I need a picture of him. Why does he have a skin in Destiny 2? What the fuck?
Bondrud.
He's one of the characters.
Sea?
Oh,
Bloodsea is so stupid. What the hell?
Bloodsea
I have
survival
not-
crafting game? That would not
I
make
have
sense.
I have not watched that, but I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it.
The one thing,
watch Blood Plus. Just watch that.
the
instead.
one the one clip that's burned into my mind is that one scene with the giant bunnies.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
Someone-
the entire thing was like, okay, I don't want to spoil things.
Yeah,
It's
don't
very
spoil.
bloody. It's in the name.
It's more of like it's the entire concept was very ham-fisted, to be honest, for me.
It's very bloody. Yeah.
No,
And
even the other blood shows are very bloody. It's more like this is much more comical in nature.
Yeah. But I don't want to talk about it more.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, Subarashi. Subarashi. But yeah, Made in Abyss is a really good anime. You can watch it. And it's also it would also make a really good survival crafting game. I'm also gonna say this.
It is, but it's
I'm so-
very brutal though.
I'm also gonna say this. Made in Abyss is the very first dungeon meshi, cooking in the dungeon.
Hmm?
Oh my god.
You know dungeon meshi, right? The one where they cook in the
Yeah.
dungeon. Made in Abyss did it first.
Fair enough.
Made in Abyss did cooking in the dungeon first.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The reason why I like Made in Abyss is mainly for the pure world building. Like, there was a mod. Oh my god, I remember there was a mod in Minecraft where we have the abyss. Oh shit. Too bad it's no longer being updated. Oh man. That would have been really amazing.
What are you referring to?
You know the abyss in Made in Abyss? You know how it has levels, right? It has levels.
Yeah.
So there's a
Mhm.
mod in Minecraft where they do exactly that.
Okay.
The abyss.
The deeper you are, more things happen. Okay.
But yeah, because I'll tell you the concept of the abyss though. This isn't really spoilery,
Yeah.
Silver.
Mhm.
So the thing about Made in Abyss is they live in this area where there's a giant hole in the middle. It's like, and that's called the abyss. And basically, as you go down, it's like a bunch of levels, like different, like each level has their own like environment, etc., like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As you go, like the further you go down, the things get more difficult because, like, more monsters, more crazy shit happening. But then there's also something called the curse of the abyss, wherein if you try to go up, if you try to go back up, depending on what level you are, shit happens. Like, for example, if you're still at level 1 and then you try to go up too fast, you'll get dizzy and like feel nauseous. Like, that simple.
Okay.
Then you have stuff like something somewhere around the 4th level where if you go up too fast, every part of your body, every orifice in your body just starts bleeding.
Ooh. Ooh. The fuck.
Yeah, see,
But what if you
simply
go up
climbing the stairs,
slowly?
you'd have to go very slow, and you'd have to go to like areas where you're further from the abyss, like further from the center. So basically, there's like actual paths that are easier. Yeah, like as Servlet says, even going up the stairs can trigger the curse. So imagine what would happen if you had an elevator, though.
Yeesh.
So yeah, Made in Abyss, really really amazing thing, and would make for a great survival crafting game because in order to proceed to several different levels, you have to pass some certain requirements. So like it's like building a key for the next one or something like that, or making sure you can get through things. So I'd say Made in Abyss would be a good survival crafting game. What's another one? What other franchises do you guys think would make good survival crafting games?
Mm.
I mean, you can make anything a survival game, as long as you have the basic concepts of need.
Yeah, but like something that would make sense, because like, if I were to say survival crafting Hololive, that doesn't really like make that much like clear sense to me.
No, I mean you're managing the agents.
No, like throwing them into the world and then they have to craft to like make a log cabin to survive. No, that's
Isn't this the concept of what's it? Hololive Earth? Hollow
yeah,
Earth?
technically.
Yeah.
Toriko, yeah, Toriko would be nice. Have you guys heard
That's
of Toriko?
Oh god, Tori.
That's the one that's like that kind of cooking, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That
hunt
kind
for
of-
like rare ingredients. I'm
Or
sad.
a survival crafting dating game. Oh my
Morinatsu
God.
survival crafting dating game. You have to defeat Shun's weird uncle.
What the fuck?
I'm still not over that one. For me, Shun's story was the weirdest story ever. It
Is
made
Shun the cat or the
the dog, the puppy.
the dog? Oh,
Yeah, I like.
uh,
No, Shin's story is one of the best. Shin, and I still to this day keep telling people that the writer for Shin and Konosuke is the same. It's just that Konosuke's route was written when he was still inexperienced as a writer, and then when he made Shin's route, it was he already got so much experience as a writer.
Mm.
Yeah. How would a survival crafting dating game work though? How does this make sense? Like I wanna figure that out. A survival crafting dating game. Oh wait, where's my picture still
Wait,
Subarashi
I
man?
feel like there's something. Why do I feel like I know something like that?
sur- mm,
Survival crafting dating game.
More like you can also romance
while surviving.
yeah, while surviving.
I mean, if they bring back the affection system in Palworld,
But that's
Uh.
not. Are you saying you want to date your pals?
yes.
Wow.
Hey, I wanna date Depresso, man. I wanna date Depresso. I'll be like, yo, buddy, what's wrong, man? Wanna
Put them
drink?
on our, that's why The Sims has done this. Yeah, that's Castaway. We mentioned that
Yeah.
earlier. But that's
That
like
is true.
you can, but like you don't.
Like no, I wanna
Because that's
think
not-
like
Because like that when you say like dating, right? I think like there's like when I say dating game, I'm thinking like the VN type of dating game where each
yeah,
potential
but you gotta make it
partner
survival.
has
But you gotta make it survival crafting. So basically, you have to craft the root. It's like I need 3 more stone to craft the good ending.
You need
I need
if you
3 more
don't-
stone.
you have to craft this specific gift for them, otherwise you don't get the good ending.
Oh wait, I just suddenly realized that's basically still the Yakuza survival crafting game. It's like, oh no, no, it's the GTA survival crafting game. I need a wedding
GTA.
ring. I need a diamond ring. Goes to the jewelry store and robs them.
My God.
Oh my god. Among Us survival crafting game?
How? How does Among Us work?
We actually give lore to the Among Us. Oh, Lethal Company survival crafting game. That could work.
Yeah, that would work. Like
buy the things from the company, you have to make them yourself.
yes.
the
while
company-
also you have to survive all the the monsters.
Instead of the company basically like giving you access to like when you can leave and stay, they're just like, all right, we'll be back in a month to pick you up.
So you have to survive for a month.
Yeah.
While crafting everything you need.
I mean, technically, even Phasmophobia could be a fucking survival crafting, right?
how?
Oh, maybe I was just thinking too much of like throwing someone into the middle of the forest. Like, okay, you better survive and also find me an Encanto. Find me an Encanto. Find me a tikbalang.
What the fuck? And then you can date them.
And then you can date them.
Silent.
Oh,
That
wait,
would yeah.
Silent Hill
It-
survival crafting. Yeah, I could say it. And then because you'd have the sanity
like-
meter. You'd have the
Yeah,
sanity
it would
meter.
fit right in. Yeah. But why would you want why would you want to stay at somewhere like Silent Hill though?
What if you were just trapped there? You just suddenly woke up there. And then
That would fit, yeah.
what if your sanity meter reaches the peak 69 and then it unlocks the romantic
Head.
route? Yeah, the romantic route with Pyramid Head.
My God.
But yeah, survival games. Man, we do all our best to survive in these survival games. But will we ever survive our own lives?
Uh, Fear and Hunger.
Oh
I
fuck
haven't played
yes.
that, but
Oh
Ah,
fuck
yes.
yes. Fear and Hunger survival game? That is.
aren't you
Hey.
already doing that in the
Hey,
game?
you guys can't tell me that I'm sick.
They're still trying to finish. Do I believe? Maybe in 3.
Movies allowed to
Who
turn into game?
knows?
I mean Transformers survival game?
What the fuck?
Crafting survival game. I gotta craft a new tire for my foot. Craft myself a new leg. Optimus Prime is down. We gotta craft him a new body. Oh, Optimus Prime, I found this really dainty wheelchair. This can be your legs. Pacific Rim? No, I'm not sure if that can work for survival crafting. Oh, well, technically you can, but if you're playing as like a survival, like oh, I have a scenario for Pacific Rim to be a survival crafting. Basically, you know how there's like a portal thing, right? Where all the kaijus are coming from. What if survival Pacific Rim is basically the two of you end up like going into the portal because you're like pushing something back, and now you guys have to survive and like find a way to recover the power or like repair your robot to get home.
Mhm.
Oh no, I just realized something. With all this thought about like repairing things, I just realized this one survival crafting game that we overlooked. It's called Pikmin.
That is, yeah. You kind of do that, yeah, in the game.
Yeah, Pikmin survival crafting game. What if there was a survival crafting game, but then your meter was cringe.
Mm.
You don't
Okay,
have
so
a
are you trying to fill the cringe meter or keeping it down?
keeping it down.
Okay, so you have to avoid TikTok. Well,
It's the TikTok survival crafting game. Skibidi toilet. Survival ka no. I don't
stop.
even know it.
What the?
Stop.
I don't even know what Skibidi toilet is, so I wouldn't even know. But man, yeah. Survival crafting games are very vast. It's a lot.
The
Holy shit, it's been 3 hours.
We haven't
advice.
we haven't really moved to the last bit though.
What is the last
What
bit?
is the last bit?
The upcoming survival games,
Oh
because
yeah, what are the upcoming
the main
survival games
the
to look
main
forward
topic,
to?
right? It's not like we did have this talk about like this year is the survival games, right? Even though
Yeah.
like wasn't
Year of survival
wasn't that
games.
wasn't that years ago, but no.
No, it's this
Surprisingly,
year.
there
Because
are
first of
more
all,
hmm?
we got State of Decay 3. We're also
Yes.
getting
Yay.
we're also getting update 42 for Zomboid.
Yay.
No, we're talking about new games,
New
not the
games.
updates.
No,
Yeah.
it counts as a new game. Counts as a new game. Counts as a new game. Like games like Zomboid, each time they release an update, it's a new game, my friend. That's a new game. So what other games
Uh,
are there? You mentioned Nightingale. What's other
yes.
games that are coming?
So Nightingale is coming third week or fourth week of February. So it is basically a survival game, but it has a mix of Victorian era high fantasy, and a lot of European folklore.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
trying to survive the Victorian era. Okay, I see.
I mean, I think everyone there is Mary Poppins. That's all.
Yeah, technically, everyone is Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. And like there's another game, like you guys mentioned the long drive. There are actually two car related survival games coming. So
Which
there's
are
the first is Pacific Drive. So I believe this is sort of like Stalker or an SCP because you don't even know what's sort of attacking your car. So basically, you're trying to repair your car, try to improve it, and trying to make way along the road, uh, while trying to avoid the calamities or any
Ah,
supernatural stuff that's trying to crush your car or stuff like that.
that's
Also there's
interesting.
Route 66 is much more grounded, I believe. I'm not completely sure about that, but yeah, you're also driving through the desert, trying to look for loose parts, explore
Route
areas.
66?
Route 66.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's also
Uh,
there's actually a survival crafting game that's coming soon that I feel like
mhm.
Tetsu would like.
Is it train?
Trains.
Yeah, there's a survival crafting game called Heat Death Survival Train. It's basically you're driving this train, and then as you keep going along the path, you're picking up a bunch of stuff, and then you craft more cars for the train. It's like
Wait, what's
Oh,
the title again?
Heat
I
Heat
like.
Death
Death, Heat Death
Survival
Survival
Train.
Train.
Okay.
So it's like the train functions as your vehicle and also your shelter. So you're basically like you're never stopping. You're just gonna keep going. You gotta defend yourself while on the train. And yeah.
Wasn't there another train survival game, but you start off with a like the one you manually pump.
I can't remember that one.
What was
I
that?
just realized there's a survival anime that's on a train. It's fucking Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Ah, yeah, that one. That is Attack on Titan, but
Attack on
trains.
Titan but on a train. It's literally that.
It literally that, yeah.
Huh? How
Yeah,
does that work?
it's wild. It's
Oh,
wild.
it's Void Train. Yeah,
Void
Void Train is
Train?
yes. Let me. This has already been out. But yeah, you're
Oh.
you're you're sort of managing a space train, cosmic train.
Uh-huh.
Void Train is a shooter game, but you still try to like improve your train though. So I feel like it does fit the bill. And you also have technically have helpers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So kind of
it's a
like base
management game.
building,
Yeah, base building.
Based
but the base is a train,
It's a
a
train. Yeah.
space train,
based building.
very based.
Yeah, there's a lot of survival games out there.
And there's a lot of space games as well. Like space
Yeah.
survival crafting games. I really feel like the one survival game kind of aspect that has not been done is really just modern living survival.
Just the Sims.
No, that's not
The Sims.
one that isn't the Sims. Look, can you imagine the Sims, but then you actually have to do your homework?
That is, yes, you do. That's a thing for the. That's the thing in the older games.
No, no,
You
no.
guys don't. You don't think it because The Sims 4 is just very. They they've what's the word, made things very much more family
Yeah, some
friendly.
garbage shit
It
lore.
yeah. uh, what was this? Yeah, The Sims 4 like watered stuff down, but in the earlier Sims games, you will struggle because of how
Yeah.
much more difficult it is.
Yeah,
And
you're
Si-
micromanaging everything.
Oh
yeah,
no! Someone did make the game. Look
Which
it up.
one?
Look it up on Steam. Social status life simulator.
what's
Oh
the
wait,
ratings on it?
there's also the
Oh my
wait.
god! It's a survival crafting that's really about living. Oh god,
Like
no!
social
There's also
status.
the one that's called Chinese Parents. I
Oh
don't know.
What are these?
god!
What are these graphics? This looks like
Wait, what's the name again of the
Social
social
game?
status life
status.
simulator. This just looks like bad Sims.
It is. It's so ridiculous
Look at
looking.
it. I want. Can you show the pictures? Because these look.
It's
the-
so
This
bad.
looks so. It looks like shovelware.
Yeah.
The textures of the bottles, the NPCs, and the characters.
It looks like an asset flip, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My God.
I like the concept though. Um,
2 user reviews. Add another one.
2 reviews.
Why are
Oh, this look. This game does not look optimized.
It does not.
Looking at the system requirements and then looking at the pictures, if the game is like, no, there's no way this requires 16 gigabytes of RAM. Are you crazy? There's no way.
There's no way, man. There's no way.
okay.
What
By the way, like if we're ending
Yeah.
I'm just gonna inform you guys that we got the M1 table.
Yay! We got
Where
the
is that?
table.
Hang on, I haven't looked at the
And
layout of the thing yet.
again, we're gonna be neighbors with Ellis again.
Ooh.
No, not again.
Wait,
We're
why?
gonna
What's
get swarmed. We're gonna get swarmed with more Louis merch.
No, you know
Oh.
what's gonna happen? I'm gonna sell another cat lemon bag. Whatever lemon bag we're gonna have, I'm gonna sell it again.
M1.
Philly fur. Philly fur is gonna be for 2 days, guys. 2 days this year.
Yeah, we got the table for 2 days.
Yay!
August
Nice.
31 to September 1.
It's on August now.
They're already actually selling.
Was there an
but
announcement? I don't think
No, they have not.
they should
They
make a formal announcement.
It's
They
not
haven't
formal
made the
announcement yet.
formal announcement, but the website is already up, and they're actually taking in.
Tickets are now available.
Yeah.
Oh, they updated
for
it now. Cause like the last
Oh.
time I checked, like it was
Oh, they
still.
posted it now. They posted it. Hold on.
Nice.
Yeah, because yesterday, because I think that's when who was it who mentioned it?
No, they have not. Their Twitter still had not informed.
Woo from the future, message from the future. Woo. We did not say anything. Woo.
I mean, it's already technically
You heard
It's
nothing. Ooh,
Maybe
editor, please edit this out. Edit this out, editor,
Wow.
please.
Maybe we're just
Ooh.
privy to this information because we were there last year.
No,
I don't
we were privy to this information because we kept pressing refresh.
Lol.
Yeah.
Refresh on the website.
Come your way.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to those events, and yeah, merch.
Yeah.
We'll bring merch.
Ugh.
We'll pack up some of this silver bath water that we're cooking up right now.
God.
What? Since when is Silver got back on the pot?
He
Since
put
I
me
was
back.
done using him as a cursor.
Ah,
But yeah, that was another
did you
episode.
even season this?
Yeah, I put some carrots, some chicken.
Wow.
Oh no, not the chicken water again.
Do you guys think I should sell chicken water?
You're that's gonna do the opposite of attracting people to the booth.
What if I sell it as a perfume? I'd be like, the chicken water. Damn, the silence is damning.
you know why.
All right, thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah,
Yee.
Yeah.
it was a weird survival crafty adventure.
Eh,
And now
Maybe the real survival crafting was the friends we made along the way.
what?
maybe it was truly. Anyhow, get back in the pot, Silver.
No, no, go.
All right, thank you guys for watching.
Bye,
Uh,
everyone.
we'll go ahead and raid someone. Let's go raid someone. All right, who do we raid? Is our usual raid target there?
Who's the
Neppy
usual?
is online.
Alexi is not online. I see
Im-
Dark.
Neppy has been streaming for almost 3 hours.
Imacho's
Charlie
playing
is
Beakman.
Okay.
Charlie is having their pre-subathon.
Oh, if they're doing a pre-subathon, we should go ahead and raid Charlie.
Mm.
All right, this is perfect practice. We raid Charlie. Let's go. We raid Charlie's Peachy.
They're playing
What's the rate?
unlimited goose game.
They're playing unlimited goosework. So raid message. Let's do a maid dressage.
Maid dressage.
Yeah, maid dressage. What is our maid
Maid
dressage? It's like honk honk honk. Or no wait. Happy birthday, Elias.
Happy birthday.
No, he's not.
Happy birthday, Elias is our raid message.
Are you serious?
No. Happy birthday premium.
birthday,
Happy
Pete.
birthday. Happy birthday
Okay,
premium.
happy birthday premium. Okay.
That is our raid message.
All right.
That is our raid message. Happy birthday premium is our raid message. Use any emote with it. All right. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Have a good night.
Y'all have a good night.
And you.
Good night.